Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We're 5 minutes late. All right, just shut it down. Never mind. Stream's over. Let's pack it all up. Delete the index. Wipe the league. It's over. We're done. Yeah, exactly. Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 4, day 1. However, this is actually harkening back to one of our primetime streams from pre-season 20, where Saturdays every single game was a primetime game. We streamed a single day. This is very, very similar to that. From the 8th of August to the 18th of August, we have 5 stream games, and all 5 of them are primetime games. So we are going to get heavy usage out of our primetime overlay tonight. I said, allow me to introduce my co-host. Man, I don't think actually needs introduction. He's always here, watching, waiting. How's it going, Hummus?
You're making me sound like the villain from Saw. Like, what the hell?
I'm just listening. You're like on every stream.
And it's funny. I don't think we've ever done a stream. You and I, just you and I.
This is actually our first stream together. I was just thinking about that as we're getting set up.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too. Interesting. We were thinking the same thing. And this is the first stream I've ever done with someone I've met in real life. So
I know. I did a lot of streams with person, man. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's definitely not yours. Definitely not yours. You guys used to do it weekly.
That's true. I need to get him back on as a co-host at some point. Let me tag him. I'm gonna tag him and say get on here.
Already replacing me after 30 seconds?
Yeah,
God.
There we go. Let's stream together soon. Well, hello LBG. Hello everyone in chat. How's it going, guys? We've got our first primetime game. We're going to jump right on in here. So, mod team, if you're around, now would be a great time to set up the prediction, as we have New Orleans versus Nashville, the first game of the day and the first primetime game. This is going to be exciting. Let's get on over to here so we can actually see everything. Get rid of our nameplates there. So we have New Orleans and Nashville total runs as our prediction. What's our over under? Over under 11.5. ERA for Tommy Mazeroski on the side of New Orleans is 4.07, and a 5.11 on the side of Nashville at Giovanni Sanchez. Over under at 11.5 is very, very possible.
We got some stats, if you don't mind. I'll take them.
Go for it.
So it's New Orleans and Nashville. Some big things to look ahead to. A clash of division leaders in the Champions Conference. So they're both leading their respective divisions. Nashville is tied with Indy for best record in the conference. It looks like the Champions East will be a dogfight down the stretch of the season. New Orleans has the most comfortable lead of any division leader with a 15-game lead over DBS. New Orleans, Tommy Mazeroski is 6-6 this season. He's won 3 of his last 4, including 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 5 strikeouts against Indy earlier this season. Vidal Valor is hitting 357, 500, 1.143. That's his slash line over his past 4 games with 3 homers and 6 RBI. Paulo DiStefano Jr. leads off of PBE with a WAR, all of PBE, I should say, with WAR with 5.1. He's slashing 329, 431, 629. And is 4 for 11 with a homer in his career off of Giovanni Sanchez. Sanchez from Nashville has struggled a bit over his last 3 starts, failed to pitch out of the 5 inning in any of them, and has had a line of 2/3 innings with 3 hits and 3 walks and 5 runs in his last start, though none of those runs were earned. Zach Johnson's hitting 313, 353, 438 with a homer and a stolen base over his last 4 games, but he's just 2 for 16 off of Mazeroski in his career. Booswell, last little bullet, is hitting 341, 409, 561 against righties this season, but owns a 250, a 4 for 16 against Mazeroski in his career. So there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Our prediction is complete. We let's handle this like you and LBG do. I'll take, was it the first 2 or 3? How do you guys do it?
How do you usually do it?
I usually switch off games.
Okay.
Do you guys do first 2 innings or first 3 innings? I forget.
We usually do. Me and him do 1 through 2, then 3 through 7, and 8 and 9. So if you want to do
Let's
the
do
first
that.
couple and then the last couple.
Yeah, let's do that. Sounds fun. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this game underway as our prediction has run out of time. I have tagged Barry B. Benson in their locker room, so yeah, we're good to go then. Get our primetime scene up and running and get this game underway. First game of the evening, 11.5 over-under, and primetime game 1, New Orleans, Nashville. Gustav Beauregard to lead things off up against Giovanni Sanchez, and that's going to be a grounder to the first baseman. Easy first out. DeStefano Jr. increasing that OBP of 431 with a walk in the first inning. Goes and tries to steal second, and he is safe. Already runner in scoring position for J.R. Cook, though they strike out swinging. Vidal Valor, hot hitter, coming up to the plate. That's going to be a fly ball to right. Will it drop in? No. They strand Paulo DeStefano Jr. on second. No hits in the inning, though, for Giovanni Sanchez. Tommy Maskarowski on the mound as Thomas Rose flies out to right field. The first out. Cade Munson, that's going to be a little bloop single to center field. Puts runners on first. Brandon Fry hitting over 300. Strikes out looking for the second out of the first inning. And Jason Booswell, this one to left field at the warning track. The wall, it's gone. Home run for Jason Booswell, 365 feet to straight away left field, right at that marker there. That's going to put Nashville up 2-0. Zach Johnson to continue this inning. Little grounder to the second baseman is going to be an out, with the damage done as Nashville takes the lead 2-0 going into the top of the second. Naz Hammond hitting over 316. It's a decline from earlier this year, but ground to the shortstop for the first out. Christopher Brew hits this one into the left field corner. It's going to be an easy double. Runner on second for Bonanza. Make that a runner on third as Brew steals third. Bonanza is going to get this run home. A ground out to the shortstop, but a run on the board. Todd Hafner now at the plate, as it's going to be a grounder to the shortstop as well, and that will end the top of the second inning as New Orleans gets one back. Jason? Forget, Jebediah. Ooh, that's a name I've not said in a while. Jebediah Crunk takes a walk to lead off the second inning. Bongo Luongo strikes out looking. I believe that is the second for Mazurowski tonight. Jimmy Smith sends this one to right field, and that's going to be an out. Crunk does not try to take second. And BJ Foe does strike out swinging to end the bottom of the second inning.
Here we go, top of the third. A really nice matchup to start the night. Look at this. That's a crack into right field for Geronimo. Leadoff single. Beauregard now.
Oh.
And we got a stolen base. Oh, standing up. No throw made. Oh, and a passed ball. So runner advances to third. And this is going to be a pop out to the catcher from Beauregard, DeStefano Jr. Shallow fly ball in center. And that's going to be a sacrifice fly. New Orleans does tie it up. And they do get the second out. So 2 out now with Cook coming up to bat. And that's a walk. Oh, and a stolen base. He's safe. Oh, and this is a base hit and right for Valor. Runner comes home. Runner's safe. It's 3-2. New Orleans. They got a little 2-out rally going. Now Naz Hamed will step into the batter's box. That's a base hit into left. Sanchez getting dinged up a bit here with 2 outs. And that's going to be caught for the final out. We'll go top of the fourth. And a strikeout to start us off from Thomas Rose. And here we go. That's a base hit up the middle. Here we go. And another base hit. This is Brandon Fry. Back-to-back base hits. Runner moving to third. Safely, Booswell. DeGumpa with a base hit up the middle. It's tie game, 3-all. That was a 3-1 count. Of 89-mile-an-hour fastball coming from Mazeroski. So this is going to be a catch in right field. Nice grab from Richie Bonanza. Beautiful stretch. A strikeout from Crunk. And that will end the inning. Nashville ties it up. We'll go top of the fourth. New Orleans will bring up Richie Bonanza, who just stretched all the way forward for a nice catch in right. And Bonanza's going to get grounded out. Hafner will also ground out. Geronimo with 2 outs will also ground out. We'll go bottom of the fourth. Nashville's got a little momentum. They were the last team to score. And it's tied up 3-3. Luongo's got to break out of this cold spell. Will he make it there? He will. Beautiful infield single for Luongo. Smith will strike out swinging. Foe now. 1 out, 1 on. Crack of the bat. 5-4, but not the 3. Thomas Rose, 2 out, 1 on. Grounder. They get the fielder's choice out. No runs scored in that one. We'll go top of the fifth. Ooh, a beaned batter. Beauregard is having another MVP campaign. DiStefano Jr. Oh, and Beauregard takes off for second. Safe. DiStefano Jr. High fly ball and right. Will Beauregard take off? He will. And you got runner on third for Cook, who draws a walk. Valor. Runners on the corners. 2-2 count. Strikes out swinging. A cutter, 84 miles an hour. Hamed draws a walk. So Juice is based with 2 outs. Brew. Crack of the bat, base hit and left. Runners coming home. 1-2 will come across. It's 5-3. New Orleans up over Nashville. More 2-out magic for New Orleans. Bonanza now. Bonanza past the third baseman. Will runner come home? They will. And another runner comes home and he's safe. It's 7-3 New Orleans. Wow, all 4 runs scored with 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. And a fly ball and a fly out will end the top of the fifth, but Nashville gave up 4 in that one. They did check in Sig Ripper for that final out. Munson will fly out to shallow left center. And another fly out, 2 outs now for Buswell, who grounds out. That will end the fifth. We'll go to the sixth. New Orleans up big, looking to add to this lead, looking for some insurance. Had a crazy top of the fifth. They scored a bunch with 2 outs. It's a ground out from Geronimo. Beauregard striking out swinging. Sig Ripper gave up that 1 run earlier, but having a good inning so far, and that's a ground out, and they go down in order. So Sig Ripper did their job. Now you got to bring up your offense here. Nashville, 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. Zach Johnson will start. And 43 checks in. Strikeout for Zach Johnson for out number 1. Jose 43 in his swan song season. Crunk striking out swinging. Recreate was made Jose 43 senior using the time machine. Luongo. Base hit up the middle. Trying to help his own cold spell. Jimmy Smith, shallow fly, caught for the out. We'll go to the 7th. New Orleans up 4 runs. Those 4 leading runs scored in the 5th. Cook with a fly ball, a fly out and left. Valor. This is hit hard at the center field wall. It's going to be extra bases. A sliding double. So Hamed, a crack of the bat in left field. That's going to be a RBI double for Naz Hamed. 8-3 New Orleans is getting out of hand a bit. And a ground out for Brew. And a walk for Bonanza. So Hafner 2 out, 2 on. Ground out to end the top of the 7th, but New Orleans does score 1. It's 8-3. Nashville down 5, bringing up their 9-hitter, BJ Foe. Striking out, looking. Circle change, 84 miles an hour. Thomas Rose now having a really good season in that leadoff spot. Draws a walk. Will he steal second? He probably will. And he takes off. Oh, and what a gun out from Chris Brew. Oh, and this is deep, and that's gone for Cade Munson. It's 8-4, solo shot, but what could have been if Thomas Rose would have parked at first. It's 8-4 with 2 outs for Brandon Fry. Solo shot, though, really deep, 413 feet. Oh, back-to-back jacks. Wow, it's 8-5. Would have been 8-6. But Nashville with 2 outs, climbing back into this ball game. They'll bring up Buswell now. Still 2 outs. Buswell having an amazing season in the cleanup spot. And that will be a fly out. And Nashville does score 2. It's 8-5. We'll go top of the 8th. AU Gold.
As Geronimo up against DJ Law now on the mound. Geronimo, a diving play in center field is going to be the first out. What a hello for DJ Law. Beauregard flies out to right field. That's going to be his second out. And Paulo DiStefano Jr. trying to get his OPS over 430 and is unable to do so as he flies out to left. Heading to the bottom of the 8th, we're going to have Zach Johnson at the plate. Luke Wright on the mound for New Orleans as he gets the strikeout from Zach Johnson. Jebediah Crunk, DH, gets this one and just bloops it into center field. That's a single. Bongo Luongo grounds this one to the first baseman. 3-6, but unable to turn the double play to get the fielder's choice at second. Jimmy Smith does get a Sloth liner to shortstop, and that's going to be the end of the 8th. Heading to the top of the 9th now, who's on the mound? Still DJ Law. J.R. Cook leading things off for New Orleans. Grounds out to the second baseman. Fidel Valor hitting 270. That's going to be a liner to the center fielder. And Naz Hamed, that's going to be a single. No! Good play by the pitcher to end the top of the 9th. DJ Law helping himself out. Now to the bottom. Nashville needs 3 runs to send this to extras. BJ Foe, just past a diving shortstop, puts runner on first. Thomas Rose hitting 284. Foe was on the move, so does not get thrown out at second on that ground ball. Munson sends this one into center field. Tying run is at the plate in Brandon Fry. And he gets hit. James Pleasance comes in and 5th pitch beans Fry. Booswell, though, grounder to the pitcher. 1-2-3 double play. Ends the inning and ends the bases loaded threat. I don't know if I've ever seen a 1-2-3 double play end a game before.
That was pretty insane.
Wow. Alrighty, well, New Orleans takes the win over Nashville. An 8-5 victory. I think I picked New Orleans. I hope. As we move on here to our box score. 2 hits from Valor, Hamed, and Brew. All 2 for 4 days, except for Valor going 2 for 5. Brew getting 2 RBIs and 2 runs. Mazeroski takes the win for New Orleans. Wright takes the hold, and Pleasant takes the save. Judge Judy Slayer, thank you for the follow. Sanchez takes the loss for Nashville, and Cade Munson is your player of the game. Alrighty, I have 3 pings.
Oh, yeah, it was me.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Yes. There we go. Maybe that should do it. As the Sloths beat the Voyagers 6-1. Yeah, Sloths beat the Voyagers 6-1.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take this one. You took the last one. Yeah. There's your batting. 2 RBI from Abbott. Nice game. That lone run off to 7 hits for New York, but nice game for Hunter, 3 for 4. Daytona 2 for 4 as well. But Sloths offense, everybody got a hit. So that will do it. Team win. George the third with the W. Tokiyami with the loss. George III went 8 scoreless, is your player of the game.
In extra innings, Maui beats the Surge 7-6. Solo, let's see, what is that? A pop-up? Pop-out? Well, okay, hang on. There we go. Solo home run by Mans. Let's go find Man. Man going 3 for 5 with 5 RBIs and 2 runs. 2 home runs for Man, 1 a grand slam, and the other a solo shot. Funny Man, not so funny now with 2 home runs. Stormbliss takes the win for Maui. Omega gain hold and Dalcott taking the save. Ginsburg takes the hold for Buffalo, but Sutherland takes the loss, and Funny Man going 3 for 5 is the player of the game.
Raptors winning again on a 10-game winning streak. My goodness. Winning 3-2 on the road. Looking at batting, 3 for 4 for Sabor. Nice day. And then multi-hits for Pluto and Beecham. Nice day for Will Love of Providence, the rookie, platooned first baseman. 1 run scored for him. Daly with the win. Voss with the loss. Daly went 6 scoreless innings, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, is your player of the game. Matty Paul, though, a 3-inning save. Legend.
Always nice when your reliever comes in and you don't need to take him back out.
Yeah.
The Aviators beat the Vandals 8-2. As Bergen Cannon goes 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs and 3 runs. Talk about offense. Getting on, getting yourself home, and getting others home. 2 home runs on the day for Bergen Cannon. Pozo takes the win for Outer Banks. Rogers takes the loss for Vancouver. And Klaus Bergen Cannon, your batter, is the player of the game.
Sea Serpents deals Supernovas 7-1 loss. 21st win on the year for Seattle. A lot of good offensive games here. Campbell getting that average up 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. 2 RBI for Cruz and Dowd. Multi-hits for Panda and Arrow as well for Sarasota. Galvin with the loss. Sullivan with the win. Straight Gas Homie with the save. And Davis Campbell, Dylan, is your player of the game.
I did not realize his name was Straight Gas Homie.
You probably hear that a lot from your students.
Yep.
And me.
The Apex take down the Scorpions shutout-wise, 3-0. Wow. There's like no offense in this game. Goes 3 for 3 actually for Death Valley, so good for Dion takes the win, going 7 innings, giving up none. Bolanos takes the hold, Morgan takes the loss for Death Valley, and Michael Dion is the player of the game. Or is it Michael Dijon? Michael Dijon.
Michael die on this hill. Here we go. Demons topping Cancun 4-3, moving to 45 wins on the season. Have fun, Jess. Let us know how your D&D session goes. Dimes went 3 for 4, nice game. Herrera 2 for 4. 2 for 3 for a stretch. Witt 2 for 5. Batista 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. Benson got the start. Shu with the loss. Daring got the start, didn't get a win. Diglett with a blown save. Lewis with the win. Daring 6 1/3, 2 earned, is your player of the game. 10 strikeouts. Can this guy slow down in any capacity?
So he's had two perfect games this season. I wonder how many games over 10 strikeouts.
2 in his career. He has 1 this season, but
oh, 1 this season. Okay.
The league has 2 perfect games this season, which is rare.
Oh, I thought they were both Daring.
No, it was Lucky El Charo. Man, all right. I probably screwed up somewhere and said the wrong thing, and you just kind of piggybacked me.
You're good. Sadly, the best league in this league does not have any games today, so we move on to our 9th. We've got coming up here Cancun versus Detroit as primetime game number 2. Cancun and Detroit. So going down to the actually sticking in the Champions Conference. So predictions, team. Go ahead, though. I would maybe not go with a win versus loss, as this seems to be heavily favored in the way of Detroit, but you never know.
Commentator's curse.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I did it. Sorry, Detroit. I ruined it for you guys. It's over now. Yeah, I mean, just looking at this, obviously things can change, but look at this.
Oh, we got one. Total homers.
Total homers, 2.5.
There we go.
Homers.
I don't like when it's 3.5. 2.5's perfect. I'm gonna go over.
Nice. So you're going over? You know what? I'll go under.
I don't have that many channel points left.
I'm gonna put 10 down on the under.
It's 6,000.
I have 85, but I'm putting 10 down.
10 points or 10,000?
Just 10. 10 points. Well, as we roll down here our timer, get through a couple of these stats. So Cancun sitting 27-51 now. Actually, I don't know. I think they lost the game. 24 games back. I think 25 games back in the West now. Detroit sitting in the second wild card spot, 44-34, with an 11-game lead over Death Valley. I don't think that's going to change. As we look at Cancun here, so Bruised Our Lemon, actually pretty good rookie season so far. 5-6, 4.13 ERA. That's not bad for a rookie. Compare that though to Federic Uriquez Garcia is actually doing much better. 5.23 ERA and a 5-9 record. So the rookie not doing too bad there. Ace Carter hitting over 300, 333. Now actually hitting. I should read this first. Ace Carter's hitting 333 in the month of August with 5 homers and 4 RBIs. He's 13 for 52 up against Urquidez Garcia. And then Ernie Witt, the catcher, hitting 391 in the 5 games in August. Just 2 for 13 up against Urquidez Garcia. But one of those 2 hits was a home run. On the other side, Stanley Yelnats, as I've learned how to pronounce it now, is hitting 375 so far in August with a homer and 3 RBIs. It is 0 for 3 against Lemonade. And Victor Herrera, the third baseman, is hitting 286 in August with 3 homers, 10 RBIs in his 5 games, and has 1 home run in his 5 RBIs against Bruised Our Lemonade. So, we've made our bets. Our predictions are over. Let's head on to Game 2, Cancun versus Detroit at the Demon's Lair at Laser Park. Leading things off, we have Ernie Witt up against Federic Urquidez Garcia as Witt flies out to right field. McCoy, this one's a skyscraping shot. That's also going to be a fly out to right field. Oh, Rogers actually hit by a pitch from Garcia. Ace Carter, a fly ball to, second base. Almost to right field, almost had the trifecta there. But instead, a pop-up to the second baseman. So leaving the runner on first, Ben stacking paper up against Bruised Our Lemonade takes a walk. So runner on first already for Nichols and Dimes. As that's going to be a pop-up to the left side of the infield. Third baseman will take that easily. Herrera swings through that pitch, which gives stacking paper second base. Herrera, the grounder to the second baseman. It's going to be an out, and this is going to be a run and extra bases for Haywood Dinkle as that goes into the left field corner. RBI double. Crash Wagon grounds out to the second baseman, and Detroit is out of this inning, but already has the lead 1-0. As we head to the top of the second, Will Fisher. That's going to be a strikeout looking the first of the day for Garcia. Caden Saline strikes out swinging, make that 2 on this day for Garcia as he actually wraps up now 101 strikeouts on the season. Batista grounder to the third baseman, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Garcia. As we head to the bottom of the second, Danny Groundballer B sends this one to right field as a fly ball at the warning track, caught at the wall for the first out. Armstrong, a diving catch in center field for another out, and Yelnats, a pop-up in foul territory, ends the bottom of the second, so not much doing in the early part of this game.
Fugg still on the mound. It's a line out from Drozdov. Hickams. Wallaby good. Base hit and right past the first baseman. Moving to second with a stand-up double on a full count. Ernie Witt. Oh, what a grab by Stacking Paper. Runner holds. Crozier. That's a base hit and left. Will the runner come home? They will. It's 1-1 off the Crozier McCoy RBI single. Steve Rogers now striking out, swinging. But Cancun ties it up with a Crozier McCoy RBI, an Oppo Taco. Nice work. Here we go. Blamo striking out, swinging. Stacking Paper, who you just saw make an incredible catch in center field. With nobody on, one out. Little tapper, catcher picks it up, makes the easy play. 2 out now for Dimes with a base hit up the middle. Herrera, 2 out, 1 on. Oh, and Dimes going for second. Safe. Here we go. Ground ball, ground out from Herrera. Still a tie game. They left 1 on. So here we go. Top of the 4th. Cancun looking to pull off the upset here in this prime time. Ace Carter. Grounder. Ground out. Trying to ruin everyone's TPE. Will Fisher. Will Fisher with the fly out. Kalian. We keep saying different. Is it Saline?
I have no clue. You're asking me? I don't know how to pronounce
though. Oh, and that's in the gap for Vlad Batista, former Hepcat. Will Kalian come around the horn? And he will. Cancun takes a lead. The 2-out RBI double from Batista gives Cancun a 2-1 lead. And a fly ball. Didn't mean to cut you off, Gold. That was crazy. And a fly out from Drozdov. We're getting kind of crazy. Thank you, Dom. It's Kalian.
All right, saline it is.
A ground out from Dinkle, out number 1. Full count walk for Crash Wagon, former Supernova. So Dan Daniel with the crack of the bat, base hit up the middle. Crash going for third is safe. And a stolen base in there safely. Strikeout from Stretch. So Stanley Yelnats. Yelnats with the RBI. A 2 RBI single. Detroit takes a 3-2 lead. Thank you so much, Valor, for gifting a sub. 79 total. That's a deep, and that's gone for Blamo. It's 5-2 Detroit. 447 feet off the 2-0 count. First homer of the game. Need 2 more for the over. Detroit takes a 5-2 lead. And a ground out from Stacking Paper, but Detroit scoring 4 in that half inning. Takes a 3-run lead after being down a run. So Hickams with a pop out. Witt striking out, swinging. That was a circle change. So 2 outs. Nobody on for Crozier, who had that RBI earlier. Will we see some more offense from him? And we do. It's a base hit and left. More opposite field base hits for Crozier. Steve Rogers now. Taps it to the shortstop, grounds out. That will end the top of the 5th. Detroit still up 3, looking to add to that. Bringing up Nicky Dimes, having a really good season in that 2 spot. Oh, and an infield single on a 1-0 count. And he's going for second. He's safe. Going for third. Also safe. Herrera brings him home. That's that small ball Detroit classic. It's 6-2 on a full count. Herrera rips one into right. And now Herrera's darting for second. No throw. Dinkle. That's a shallow fly ball in left. Caught for the first out. And there we go. Another stolen base, another no throw. Crash Wagon will bring Herrera home. We'll get the second out, but Detroit is up 7-2. Danny B in the gap. That drops. It's going to be extra. That's a sliding double with 2 outs. So stretch. And that's going to be to the third baseman. They get him out. But Detroit scores 2 more to add to their lead. It's 7-2. Top of the 6th. Only 1 homer in this game. Will we see another one? Ace Carter grounding out. Will Fisher, 10 homers on the season. That's a base hit, though, in center. It drops. 1 out, 1 on for Kalian. Rips it to the shortstop. 6-4-3 double play. Nice work by the Demons infield. Trying to play championship ball. Lost in the World Series last season. Yelnats. High fly ball. Caught near the warning track. Blammo. Draws a walk, so 1 out, 1 on for Ben Stackenpaper. Having a pretty good season. Draws a walk. Here we go. 2 on, 1 out. And a fly ball. Will the runner take off? Blammo doesn't got the speed. So 2 outs for Victor Herrera. Pitching change. Roshi. Oh, what are they calling that? An error? First error of the game. And Juice's base, but that fly out from Dinkle ends the 6th. We'll go to the 7th. An error from Crozier-McCoy. Didn't cause any harm. Batista, good contact, but caught for the out. Drozdov grounds out. So we got Hickams now with 2 outs. And that's going to be a ground out as well. So Cancun go down in order. Detroit, bottom of the 7th. Here we go. Crack of the bat. It's going to be a fly out for out number 1. A ground out from Danny B. 2 outs. Nobody on. And that's going to be caught for the 3rd out. We'll go top of the 8th. AU Gold.
With 1 home run in our pocket. 1 more for the over. Ernie Witt is not going to do it, as that's going to be a fly out to left field, as Urquides Garcia is still on the mound in the 8th inning. May have just jinxed that, as McCoy gets a double into the left field corner. Steve Rogers ground to the shortstop. That will be an out. Ace Carter. And there is our 2nd home run of the night. Ace Carter with a 2-run home run, making this a 4-7 game. Will Fisher, now Dirk Diglett on the mound, gets the strikeout to end the inning, but the damage done. Stanley Yelnats, strike 3, dropped 3rd strike. I've been here before. No, out at 1st. Jimmy Blammo gets that one past the first baseman. That's going to be a single. Ben Stackenpaper gets that one down. And that runner in scoring position for Nichols and Dimes, as that's just going to be a towering shot to center. That'll be the 2nd out. Victor Herrera cashing in here. No. Strike 3. Strikeout swinging from Ryan Shue. Gets his 2nd strikeout. Top of the 9th, Cancun needs 3 runs. This could start the inning off well. Single for Kylene. I don't know how to pronounce it. Batista. That's going to be a double play. 6-4-3. Easy double play. And Drozdov strikes out swinging as Dirk Diglett finishes this game for Detroit. 2 home runs in total as Detroit takes down Cancun 7-4. Oh, the over-under was 2.5. I thought it was 1.5. Oh. Danny B is, Danny B with two hits. Nichols and Dimes with 2 hits, and Blammo also with 2 hits, though McCoy on the side of Cancun with 3. Get out of this view. Bruised Dar Lemonade takes the loss. How much did I win? I won 47. Urquides Garcia takes the win. Diglett takes the save. And Jimmy Blammo is your player of the game.
Voice chat's popping in main server right now, by the way. I had to go say hi to a bunch of my friends. Oh, Project Saint was in there. Reno. I know Jose 43 was in there.
That's a lot of people.
Love to see our voice chat popping in the main server.
Yeah.
Go say hi to them if you haven't.
I
Also,
would, but, you know.
Powell was in there as well. Bobby Roode.
Nice.
Voyager's topping the Sloths 6-0 behind Seavart. Voyager's moving to 55 wins. An old video from Funny Junk, 55. 3 RBI from Slim. I don't think anybody knows that reference. If you do, let me know. Win for Seavart, though. Nice game. Geez. Windsor with the loss. Seavart went 7 2/3, no runs given up. 106 pitches, absolute dominance against a good offensive team.
The Raptors beat the Crabs 4-1 for a nice, even 50-30 season so far for the Raptors. There's like no offense though. Petra Sabor goes 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs. Philly fan does go 2 for 3 on the side of Providence. Waller takes the win for Boise, going 9 innings on 90 pitches. Complete game, 5-hit, 1-run showing from Jackson Waller. Obviously gets player of the game there for Boise. Crab takes the loss for Providence, and that's a shame because he's a crab.
Hey, shout out to Matt Bake 12 for getting the 55 reference. Camden hits 2 bombs. Makos get the win. A 15-5. Jeez. 5 RBI from Johnny Camden. Sheesh. And 3 for Peter Dawson Jr. is on a pretty nice tear since the All-Star game, getting snubbed. 3 runs scored. 3 RBI for Harwell as well. So just overall great team win for Maui. Danny Gonzalez a nice game, as well as Scott Poe, who's having a pretty good season. The bottom of the order, I did not see that 9-hitter went 4 for 4. Take a little quick peek. Diamundo, wow. Diamundo. Perfect at the plate. Havoc with the loss. Yeah. Got to get above that Mendoza line. Havoc with the loss. Gonzalez with the win. Johnny Camden tied the Maui regular season game record for runs scored with 4. Also gets player of the game.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, guys.
What happened?
I need a message mod team. I'll get to that with the next game. Okay. Do we just do Outer Banks or no? No, we did not. The Aviators in 14 innings, 8-7 win. The bottom of the 14th, a solo shot from Drakenberg. Wow. Lots of offense on both sides, as this is an 8-7 game, but Drakenberg going 3 for 3, yeah. 3 for 6 with an RBI and 3 runs. I'd love to go 6 for 3 one day. 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs from Sac Lodge on the side of Vancouver. Pozo takes the win for Outer Banks. Silliams takes the loss, and Sac Lodge is your player of the game. Let's see then. We just watched that. There we go.
Rougarou winning at Nashville 4-0. Just pitcher's duel. And nice game for Cook. Eldorian has been with us tonight. Also for Chris Brew and the Brew Crew. Jimmy Smith 2 for 4 as well. El Charo with the loss. DeFerrari with the win. Musha. Matty DeFerrari went 5 2/3 and no runs given up, is your player of the game.
Death Valley beats the Apex 8-6. A lot of 2-hit games, actually, from a lot of people. We'll focus on Benz going 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs. Sims takes the win. Baxter pressing both get holds. Johnson takes a save. Maple takes the loss, and Brian Benz is your player of the game.
Supernovas dealing the Sea Serpents 3-2 loss, moving to 26 wins. It was a hit by pitch that drove in a run. So a bases loaded hit by pitch in the bottom of the 10th ends the game. So Io Torrent with a good eye to not hack at a ball that's coming right at him. 2 walks for Burrow. Nice day for him. 2 for 5 for Fardinghouse, 2 for 4 for Campbell. 2 RBI for Dowd. Nice work, as well as Arrow and Burrow. No, I can't read. Esposito, Bogescu, and Torrent. Dart gets the win in relief. McDornbody gets the loss in relief. Champ McQuack, starter for Sarasota, went 6 innings, gave up 2, is your player of the game. He's been IA for a while, getting players of the game.
Sorry. Still dealing with the situation I was informed about. All right, down in our minor leagues, the better league of our 2 systems, in my opinion. The Flamingos take down the Kingpins. The Flamingos just the rebranded Mounties. A 3-0 win for the Flamingos. 2 for 3 day with an RBI and a run for Bark Bark Woof Woof. Woof Ruff. Nelson committed an error and stole a base. God, what is this face gen? Oh, Lord. Kagamine takes the win. Baller Jr., Walrus, and Pepe all get holds. Slice takes the save. Grimes takes the loss for Chicago, and Len Kagamine takes the player of the game.
0 hour junk ball blanking the Dillos. The Lemurs win 8-0. Trying to get back to 500. Upset, a big one, blowout. A nice day for O'Sullivan, who had 3 ribbies by themselves. And a nice day for Myth, 4 for 5 with 2 runs scored. Having a season, wow. Junk ball went the distance, a complete game shutout. Got to be your player of the game. Yee picks up the loss. Junk ball only gave up 4 hits and only walked 1 batter in a full complete game and struck out 7. Wow. And 92 pitches, very efficient from Junk ball. What a win for Lowville.
Yeah. I mean, complete game shutout. That's rare in the majors. In the minors, that's awesome.
Even more rare in the minors, so.
Yeah. As Anchorage takes down the Swifties 11-2. That's a big win. We're going to go with a couple of hitters here. Condor goes 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs and 2 runs, and Rude goes 3 for 4 with an RBI and 4 runs. Talk about getting on and coming home. Johnson takes the win for Anchorage. Brandonson takes the loss for State College. Jack Condor is the player of the game, and Bobby Roode ties the Anchorage regular season game record for runs with 4.
Dominant performance by Smoltz. Hepcats win 9-1. Firehawks not having a good season. Hepcats are having a good season. There's my analysis. Murphy the third, 2 for 4, 3 for 4 from Dracula. Look at that. All of those middle and under hitters for Kansas City had a great game. And Smoltz with the win, Boyd Jr. with the loss. And check player of the game is Maverick Smoltz, who went 7 2/3, gave up 1 earned, struck out 9. Dracula ties a minor league regular season game record for doubles with 3. So what a game from Count Dracula, Hepcats overall.
Yeah, big win there, and a close game in Dallas as the Brew City Bears take the game from Dallas 8-7. 3 hit days from Underrated and Aldridge, as Underrated goes 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs, and Aldridge goes 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs and a run. Millis takes the win, Jet takes a hold, Gooser takes a hold, Emerald gets the save for Brew City. Redacted takes the loss. Red gets the blown save for Dallas. And K. Faraday is your player of the game. Well, you know what? I clicked the button. Let's save, just in case. Alrighty. As we move on here, off the 9th and on to the 10th, we have a quick sim day. So let's quickly sim. We'll start with the Sloths and the Voyagers. John Rayner versus Torkelton. 509 ERA versus 325 ERA. Sloths versus Voyagers. As the Voyagers take the win 4-2 over the Sloths. We Dem Boys goes 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run. That is a impressive day at the plate. Kevin Boat takes your win. McFlorida Man takes the save. Johnson takes the loss. And We Dem Boys is your player of the game. Vandals and Aviators.
Aviators winning in the bottom of the 9th. A Dub City, who's no stranger to walk-offs, hit a walk-off run-scoring single off of Tristan Long.
Oof.
Outer Banks getting their 60th win on the season. 2 RBI for Dub City, the leadoff hitter. And not much doing for Vandals offense. 8 hits, kind of spread out. 2 hits for Sam Andrews, though. Walker Cato went the distance, gave up 3, gets the win. Lung with the loss and relief, 3-5 on the season. Walker Cato went 9 full innings, complete game, 3 earned, 8 strikeouts. Getting their 16th win on the season is your player of the game.
The Raptors and the Crabs. Andrew Lucas versus Ivy Leaf. 377 versus 488. Raptors and Crabs, as the Raptors keep the streak alive, 12 in a row. Oh, wait, no. Lucas wins 12 in a row. No, hang on. I can read. Lucas now goes 11 and 8.
We can check the schedule.
Has run 12 in a row. I can read, I swear. Raptors take down the Crabs 3-1. It's been a long day. 2-hit day for Tuplan, Beecham, and Bodnar on the site of Boise. Perfect day for a cardboard cutout of Derek Jeter going 3 for 3 with a run. Lucas takes the win, going 7 1/3. Paul takes the save. Ivy Leaf takes their 14th loss of the season, and Andrew Lucas is your player of the game, going 100 pitches in 7 1/3 innings, giving up 1. The Makos and the Surge.
Oh, sorry. Makos go down to defeat 10-7 by the Surge. Surge getting their 25th win. Checking out, looking at the chat, a really good poll going. Our pitchers balance. That's from Crozier, McCoy. Dom is running that poll. Finn Reese, 4 RBI for Buffalo. Wow. Going 3 for 5, having a pretty good season there, the oldie. 2 for 4 for Kane, 2 for 4 for Cats Up. But what a performance. What a performance by Finn Reese. A lot of pitchers used for Buffalo. To calm down with the win. Velasquez with the hold, Bones with the hold. Salchicha with the loss, and Finn Reese with those 4 ribbies is your player of the game. Kaizen Boone ties a Maui regular season game record for walks with 4.
Down into the Champions Conference, the Sea Serpents and Supernova, 608 on Greg Maddox and 596 on Hendrick Baxter. As the Sea Serpents take their 22nd win on the season, 4-1 victory over the Supernova. 2-hit day for Barker, going 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run, and tacking a walk-on to that performance. Maddox Jr. takes the win. Homie takes a hold. Duke Singa takes the save. Baxter takes the loss for Sarasota, and Greg Maddox Jr., your starting pitcher, is the player of the game. They close the entire game starting at the start. The Toros and the Demons, Leo Robert and Molly Mitchell.
Mitchell getting the 5-1 win with their Demons. Here we go. 3 for 4 from Victor Herrera. 2 for 3 with Armstrong. And Fisher, the lone multi-hitter for Cancun, 2 for 4. Yelnats with 2 ribbies down there in the 8th slot. Mitchell with the win. Robert with the loss. Mitchell went 8 in the third. Definitely your player of the game. 1 earned. 11 strikeouts. What a game for Molly Mitchell, who is in one of her peak seasons, over 4 ERA, with a good defense behind her and a good team. So this talk about lack of balance for pitchers, no one told that to Molly Mitchell. So
also both 8 and 5. That's really interesting.
8 and 7.
Yeah, I can read. The Rougarou and the Stars, Aiden McDougall, 2.96 ERA, and Taylor Johnson, 5.15 ERA. Whoa. Okay. As Nashville blanks New Orleans 10-0. A 2 for 4 days from Crunk and Bongo Luongo, both with 3 RBIs. And then Taylor Johnson takes the win, going 9 innings and 120 pitches, 5 hits, 9 Ks. McDougall takes the loss, going 4 2/3, giving up 7 earned. Taylor Johnson, going 9, is your player of the game. Wow.
Yeah.
And our last game in our majors,
going ham against one of the best offenses of all time.
Last game here in the major, Scorpions and Apex.
Apex winning 12-1, one of the hottest teams in baseball. You got them and the Raptors, I'd say, are 2 hottest teams right now. First place, Apex. Two walks for Zach Mouse. Good game. Also going 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored. 3 hits for Deep Arm. From the DVS side, 2 for 4 for Boss Jr., as well as Benz and Scott the 4th. But just an overall great team win for Indy. Dangley with the win. Farnworth with the loss, who's in pitcher of the year contention. That does not help at all. Deep Arm is your player of the game. Bentley, though, 2 1/3 scoreless. Look at Dangley in his peak season, going 4.93 ERA in a defensive park with a junk baller. With defense, really good defense behind him, arguably one of the best defenses. So,
you see, you're just not pronouncing it right. That's the problem.
Doug
Dangley. That's why Dangley is not having a good year. Down in the minor leagues, we have the Lemurs and the Dilladillos. PM Shram versus Nini. As the Dillos kind of crushed the Lemurs, 12-2 win. 3 hits from Shrub, Okamoto, and Flex on the side of the Dillos. Flex also getting 4 RBIs. Nini takes the win, going 7 and giving up 2. Shram takes the loss, going 2 1/3, giving up 6. And Fiddle McGee is your player of the game. Fiddle McGee going 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs and 2 runs. Meanwhile, this was played at the Evans Winter Happy Birthday Shoe Dillo Dome, sponsored by the Seattle Sea Serpents. Elsewhere, the Swifties and the Wheelers, Claufin and Gusto. Oh boy.
A 13-6 blowout win for State College. 20 hits to 14 against the Wheelers. Both hovering around similar records. 2 games back are the Swifties. 3 RBI for LeBlanc. Nice work from FKN, Kamish LB. 2 RBI for Sanders, as well as Condor for Anchorage. 3 for 5 was Condor. Gusto with the loss. Claflin with the win. T2 with the save. Johns. We should check Johns' stats. I missed those.
Oh.
Noah Johns. We could scroll up a bit. Noah Johns went, 3 for 4, 3 runs scored in a ribby. Absolute dominant performance at the plate for State College. So, yeah, big win for my Swifties.
Gross. The Flamingos and the Kingpins, Jansen Crenshaw and Sports Boy 57. As the Flamingos take down the Kingpins 6-1. Now the Flamingos kind of catching up on the Kingpins, only 3 games back. As Brizzo, it's Javanthony Brizzo goes 3 for 5 with an RBI and 2 runs. Jansen Crenshaw takes the win. Nola takes a hold. Sports Boy 57 does take the loss, and Javanthony Brizzo is your player of the game. Javanthony Brizzo. You all hate me. The Firehawks and the Hebcats in Kansas City. Walter Thompson versus Finn Schultz.
$11-2 win for the Hebcats. Beaver joking with me in the chat. By the way, going to meet Beaver IRL this week. That's going to be awesome.
Ooh, nice.
3 RBI for Berserker. I don't know if he wanted people to know that. I don't know if he wanted to deal with that embarrassment. Sorry, Beaver, for embarrassing you mentioning that. 2 RBI for Smooth for California, but the Hebcats, my goodness, got to be one of the best teams in the minors, if not the best team right now. I think they are. All things considered, 3 RBI for Berserker, as mentioned. So Schultz with the win, Thompson with the loss. Berserker had an amazing game. Sloths Seiko for California ejected in the 5th for arguing a strike call.
What is this name?
Got subbed in for Rakis, who went 0 for 1.
No, Ricky.
But forgot to mention DJ Dustin Johnson, not the golfer, the baseball player, had 3 RBI for himself. Was a homer. A 3-run shot, so.
Very nice.
Sloth in the chat. That ump is garbage. I know a little bit about garbage umps in OTP season 15 specifically, many moons ago.
The Dynamos take down the Bears 6-1 at home, as the minor leagues are like all back and neck and neck, and it's crazy. 2-hit day for Elliot Spencer, actually. 2 for 4, going 3 RBIs and a run. McLaughlin going 3 for 4 with an RBI and 3 runs. What is this? Dirty Dog takes the win for Dallas. Kozak takes the loss for Brew City. And Dennis McLaughlin is your player of the game. Check the ump scorecard. Yep.
Is that in the counts? I gotta look for it.
It is.
I've never seen that. Oh, you know it?
Yeah.
That's cool. I should follow it. Is it like a novelty account, like a troll account?
No, it's a real account. They score MLB umpires based on how well they did that
accuracy.
game. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's actually really cool.
So it's like PFF, Pro Football Focus, like a grade, like a analyzing grade. Like they analyze them and grade them based on what actually happened.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. The 11th, we have another quick sim. Nothing in the majors, so we will head down to the minor leagues and run this again. The Firehawks and the Kansas City Hebcats. Josh Smaxson versus Glenn Davies. As the Hebcats take down the Firehawks 3-0. Yeah. Who got hits? Like no one. Pyro got 2, Dracula got 2, Stargasm got 2, Stank went 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run. Davies takes the win. O'Sullivan takes the hold. Big Sexy takes the save. Josh Smaxson takes the loss for California, and Glenn Davies is your player of the game, going 6 innings, giving up no earned runs and only 2 hits. The Lemurs and the Dillos, Stefano Chinappi versus Jim Dog.
Oh, sorry. I was paying attention to chat. 5-4 win. Yeah. The batter with a walk. Was it Barry the batter? hitting a walk-off run-scoring single versus Price. Shout out to AJ for getting dual monitors. You would have wondered if you would have had it sooner if you would have saved the money you spent on our league, but we appreciate the money you spent on us. Don't get me wrong. We absolutely love it. Thank you. McGee with 2 walks, as well as Barnold, 2 RBI for Myth. But yeah, the walk-off win from the batter that the pinch hit DH. Wow, going 1 for 1. Wow, the batter batted that one well. Itchy Nose with the win. Tsunami with the loss and blown save. Myth from Louisville is your player of the game, but the Dillos at home.
I just want to let you know, Hummus. I voted for Dom.
You really stink.
It's all the Death Valley.
I drove 40 minutes to meet you. This is how you repay me.
Listen. You said I get banned. I'm trying to get banned from all the siblings. Beck's already banned me, so we're good on ISFL.
I would have given you special privileges on the vote. I would have pardoned you.
Oh, well.
You should have asked.
That's fair. The Flamingos take down the Kingpins 6-1. The only run for the Kingpins coming in the bottom of the 9th. It's fine. You still won the poll anyway. Byfuglian. Oh boy, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Byfuglian goes 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs, 2 runs, and a walk. Todoroki takes the win. The Rex takes the loss for Chicago, going 2 2/3, giving up 4. And Byfuglian is the player of the game.
I'm sorry, Dom. I had to do it to you. Well, he said in chat earlier, I ask all the. He said verbatim, I ask all the poll questions. I'm like, excuse me, am I not chop? What am I, chopped liver? Speaking of chopped liver, Swifties made the Wheelers their chopped liver 8-0, back-to-back wins on the road for State College, 2 walks for DeRosa for State College, good eye, as well as Sanders for Anchorage. But 3 for 4 for Sportello, the shortstop, getting it done in the 8th spot. Bolt Jr. with the win. Khan with the save. Ragnarok, Brainchild with the loss. Bolt Jr. went 6 scoreless. Now 9-10 on the season, is your player of the game.
The Wheelers are better. The Bruce City Bears and the Dynamos. Stu Dwight versus Lefty Bones. As the Dynamos take the win here in Dallas, 7-6 victory for them. 3-hit day for McLaughlin again, going 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. 3 hits from Faraday and McGee as well. Butter takes a blown save. Red takes the win for Dallas. Emerald takes the loss for Bruce City. And K. Faraday, the leadoff hitter, getting 3 for 4 with 3 runs, is your player of the game.
Where the word anus got auto-modded. Saying the important things on stream.
Of course. That finishes up the 11th. On to the 12th. Our next primetime game is Maui and Outer Banks. So the Makos versus the Aviators.
Would this be one of the biggest upsets on stream of all time? It's got to be.
I don't know. Drop third strike, walk-off home run was pretty devastating.
I mean, you didn't. I mean, it's just crazy. You definitely have PTSD from that, no question.
I 100% do. Yeah.
Like, you instantly thought of that. Like, you didn't even wait a second to think of that crazy ending. I mean, it was. I'm not disputing that for sure.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Johnny Quest from the Sauce laughing at you in chat. That's messed up.
Can we ban this guy?
I think it's funny.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. All right, so we've got our prediction going, which is an over/under of 4.5. Who's gonna win by more? Is the winner over or under 4.5 wins or runs? Yeah. Alrighty. So we've got this heavily favored in the way of Outer Banks, but let's see what the stats have to say about this. as Outer Banks, the all-time leader in season losses, hosts. Really, is that true? Huh. Hosts Maui, the all-time losing record holder. Both teams are more small ball focused, though one team is significantly better at it. Outer Banks has more players above 300 than Maui has above 250. Thus far, Outer Banks' average game is a 2.7 run win, whereas Maui's average game is a 1.9 run loss. Last appearance by both of these pitchers, Knight Rider and Beaumont, went into 10 innings. PBX is 6-2 in extras, and Maui is 1-7. Though Maui is 1-4 against OBX, but their one win was when Knight Rider faced Beaumont. So that's very, very possible that this could be a win for Maui. Oh, this is sad, Colby. There are currently 0 Maui players listed as hot in the index. There are 6 listed as not, including the starting pitcher Michael Knight Rider, who has a 6.92 ERA on the road. Also, Peter Dawson Jr. is the only Mako player above 1 WAR. Mike Liris is hitting .357 this season and is on pace for 153 hits, which would be tied for the second best season. Starting pitcher Bob Beaumont has a 4.53 ERA and a 2.2 record at home, but should enjoy success against the Makos due to being a right-handed pitcher and Maui being, well, Maui. Thank you for those, Colby. I like that. That's good. Going forward here, though, we've got day 3 of Primetime. Game 3 of Primetime, not day. It could be a day. I don't know. We'll get this game underway. Win of the over/under 4.5. So, leading things off, Hunter Geist flies this one to right field up against Bob Beaumont. Philip Stein. This is going to be the same outcome. Nope. Center fielder got that one. Dawson Jr., the only positive WAR player on the team, takes a walk. Camden, this one is going to drop it. No! What is that?
What a catch.
This left fielder caught that one in center field. What?
Crashing to the wall for sure. Drockenberg, what a play.
I've never seen that animation. That's crazy. Michael Knight Rider strikes out Dub City. Wow, indeed. Holy. Wow. Drachenberg sends this one to center field to make an easy out in center. Willie Colon grounds this one to center field. That's going to be a single. Runner on for Bergen Cannon. Hot hitter hitting .259 is hit, actually, and is on first now. Mike Litteris, runner in scoring position, hitting over .350, strikes out swinging. Michael Knight Rider gets out of the jam he created himself.
Maui's got to keep it close. I do have the under on the bet, under 4.5 win margin.
Well, let's see. Maybe they can put some runs on the board here as Ernie Howell flies out to right field. Jay Kane strikes out, looking the first of the game for Bob Beaumont. And Hunt's catch-up grounds out to the third baseman. And that ends the top of the second. Going to the bottom of the second, as Dan Halen's going to lead things off, hitting just over .250. Go ahead and takes a walk on over to first. Linus Riverboat gets this one into right field, drops in just in front of the right fielder. Runners on the corners now for Tex Walker, who strikes out swinging, dropping their batting average just under 300. Tyler Swift, grounder to the third baseman, 5-4-3 double play, ends the bottom of the second. We head to the top of the third. Hummus, all you.
Here we go. Kaizen Boone drawing a walk in a tie game. Remember, the win margin bet's 4.5 runs. Funny man with a fly ball, fly out, bringing up Hunter Geist, former Aviator. Oh, and they attempted a little pickoff there at first. Was unsuccessful. Line out, though, from Geist. 2 out now for Stein, who rips one past the shortstop. And 2 on, 2 out for Dawson Jr., who's going to ground out to end the top of the third. We'll go bottom of the third now. Still a tied ball game, 0-0. Would be one of the biggest upsets I've ever seen in this league. A Dub City ground out. Drockenberg grounding out. 2 out. Nobody on for Willie Colon, who strikes out Michael Knight Rider. on the mound against the best team in baseball. Having a really good game so far through 3. We'll go top of the 4th. Camden with a ground out. Harwell with a ground out as well. Jay Kane looking like an easy fly out. It is. They go down in 1, 2, 3. We'll go bottom of the 4th. Burgeon Cannon, a hot hitter for OBX. Scary times for Michael Knightrider. What can he do? Grounds out KBK. Now you got Latoris, full count. A walk. A good eye from Latoris. So 1 out, 1 on for Dan Halen, who strikes out looking from a circle change. Riverboat. And a stolen base attempt for Latoris. Safe. Riverboat. What a grab in left by Johnny Camden, the legend, the veteran. Keeping this tie intact. We'll go top of the 5th. Hunt Katsup with the grounder and a ground out. Kaisenboon hitting just over 200, drops a base hit in center on an 0-2 count. Funny man in the gat. Will Kaisenboon come all the way around? The third baseman going all the way around and scores. Maui takes the lead. The funny man, RBI. Double. Still hitting below the Mendoza line. Geist grounding out. Philip Stein, not great contact, will fly out. But Maui takes the lead 1-0. Funny man with the clutch at bat will go bottom of the 5th. Up the middle, base hit for Tex Walker, having a really good season. And a walk for Tyler Swift. So Knightrider in a heap of trouble here. Nobody out yet. Dub City grounds out, but both runners advance. Drockenberg draws a walk on a full count. 75 pitches. Willie Colon struck out looking. 2 outs now. Force out at any base for Maui. KBK drops 1 in right field. That's going to be a 2 RBI double with 2 outs. KBK got a hold of that one, going 1 for 2 on the game, now with 2 RBI. And a grounder for Latoris will end the bottom of the 5th, a ground out. But Knightrider gave up 2 runs, first 2 of the game. Maui down a run. OBX took the lead there. Dawson Jr. lining out to first. Camden, grounder, too fast. Gets the infield single. Harwell, that's a base hit in left. Great piece of hitting there. Kane with a slow roller. They get the out at second. Katsup brings the tying run home. And a runner will advance to third. That was Kane, but Katsup, the RBI single to tie the ball game. Strikeout from Kaisenboon. Ends the inning. We got a diesel chat wall. Love it. The energy's here. Bottom of the 6th. OBX, like I said, would be a massive upset. Ground out for Dan Halen. Pitching change now. Stormbless. And this is going to be a sliding catch. Again, Johnny Camden, the player of the night so far. 2 amazing plays in left. Great hitting. Walker, speaking of good hitting, with a single. Swift, they get the fielder's choice out at second. And OBX doesn't score, keeps the game tied 2-2. Top of the 7th. Funny man. Good contact, but not deep enough. It's going to be a fly out. Hunter Geist, up the middle, base hit. Former Aviator, revenge game. And a stolen base attempt, but they gun him out. So 2 out, nobody on for Stein, who grounds out. The game is still tied 2-2. OBX will bring up their leadoff hitter. McKinnon checks in, steps on the mound, strikes out Dub City. Here we go. Drockenberg made an amazing catch earlier. Lines out to Peter Dawson Jr. Willie Colon with the ground out again to Dawson Jr. We'll go top of the 8th. AU Gold, probably the game of the night so far. Tied up 2-2.
2-2 in a game that should not really be this close, but nonetheless, here we are. Dawson Jr. lines out to the shortstop. Camden takes a walk. Ernie Harwell is going to get this guy around the bases. He does. Single into center field. Puts a man on second. Jay Kane. Grounded to the third baseman. Puts runners in scoring position for Hunt's Ketchup. But a liner to the third baseman ends the inning. Stranding 2 on base. Heading to the bottom of the 8th, Bergen Cannon up against Miko McKinnon. Strikes out swinging for the first out of the inning. Litteris at the plate takes a walk. Go ahead, run on first, Dan Halen. It's not going to get that runner across as that's a fly out to center field. Linus Riverboat trying to get that runner around the bases. No, they get the fielder's choice at second, and that's the end of the inning. Heading to the top of the 9th, still tied 2-2. Shizenboon is going to lead things off up against Domingo Pozo. And he strikes out looking. Funny man. Not so funny when you get extra base hits. Pretty funny when you ground out, though, as that's a ground out to the second baseman. Hunter Geist, a fly ball to center field. Over the center fielder's head. This is going to go to the wall. Runner on second, Philip Stein. Diving play in right field. Willie Colon showing his range. Keeping this a 2-2 game. Tex Walker. 1 run ends it. Tex Walker grounds out to the shortstop. Tyler Swift sends that one over the shortstop head. Go ahead run. Winning run on first. Dub City 300 hitter. Little grounder to the catcher. They get the out at second.
Wow.
Drakenberg.
He's going.
Dub City steals second. Runner in scoring position. Drakenberg's going to send this one home. Extra base hit to right field. Game over. Walk off double by Arno Drakenberg sends this one home for Outer Banks. Whoa.
What a game.
What was this?
What a crazy ending. That clutch stolen base. The throw was just a little bit late, but that rip by Drakenberg was so strong. That runner could have came all the way around first.
Oh, yeah.
It was such a great hit and right.
Wow. That I mean, I got a copy on this one. Just wow. I got nothing to say. 3-2 walk-off win for the Aviators as Drakenberg one for 4, sure, with an RBI and a walk, but the timing is what mattered there. 1 on with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. I'm giving player of the game to Drakenberg. I know
for sure.
OOTP won't. Bob Beaumont goes 7 8/3, giving up only 2 runs, and is your player of the game because of that. Pozo takes the win, and McKinnon takes the loss. Wow, oh, wow.
Yeah, Johnny Camden with his defense keeping Maui in it. What a game. Wow, you love to see those kind of games. Sloths, though, winning 5-1 at Providence. Sloths with a rejuvenation as of late in this season. Matata 2 for 3, nice game. Abbott 3 RBI, nice day at the plate. A lot of multi-hit games for Providence. Only 1 run scored, though, so got to be more timely. Evans with the loss, Greer with the win. Alex Johnson, not a bum, with a nice game in relief. Rich Evans takes the loss for Providence, but goes 6 2/3. Only gave up 2, so did all he could. Didn't get the run support he deserved, and San Antonio gets the win.
The Surge take down the Vandals 2-1 with is that a walk-off sac fly by Wendell Meredith? Looks like it is.
How they scored?
Yeah.
Okay, they scored 1 and then the sac fly was the second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wendell Meredith facing Wade Sliams had a run-scoring sacrifice fly, gave the Surge the 2-1 win.
Yeah, and Diamundo had that run-scoring single to tie it. So Diamundo and Tintin bats against Vancouver.
Wow. Meredith going 1 for 4 with an RBI. Your walk-off sac fly. Diamundo going 1 for 4 with an RBI as well. Huh. Sutherland takes the win for Buffalo. Leung takes the hold. Silliams takes the loss and blown save. Jack Rollo Starting pitcher going 7 innings for Buffalo, giving up only 1 run, is your player of the game.
Another game you could have saw on stream would have been fun.
Yeah.
2 walk-offs in the same sim day.
And the Boise locker room is not having a good time with this.
Straight up not having a good time. Still at 51 wins, but New York ending that was a 12-game win streak. It was. Ends at 12. Voyagers scoring 12 and with 16 hits. Good team win for New York. Challenging OBX in that Legends Conference with Boise now with the new surge. Don't pardon my pun. Slim 3 for 4, 2 RBI. Daytona with 2 RBI as well. 3 for Sabor. The GM put it all on the line for her team, but not much help from everybody else. Orem, though, 2 runs scored and a walk. Nice game for the streamer.
We don't talk about Orem.
Horace with the win. Zielman picks up the loss. Having a good season, though. Slim, player of the game for New York. I want to check his stats real fast. Pazuzu, running a really cool Pokemon Twitch stream lately. Slim went 3 for 4 with 2 ribbies, 2 runs scored. Nice win for New York. Sorry to Boise. Finally lost, though.
Yeah, it's good. Good run. It was a good run. The Apex take down the Toros 3-2. Yeah. Whoa, Johnny Tsunami 4 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs. That is an appearance. If you're not player of the game, I'd be surprised. Bolanos takes the win. Troan No Hands takes the save for Apex. Shu takes the loss and blown save. Happy birthday, Shu. And it is Johnny Tsunami, the player of the game. 4 hits. That's kind of hard to duplicate. Only it looks like he needed a triple for the cycle and was unable to do so. The Supernova and the Rougarou.
The Supernovas, an upset, big massive upset. That offense came alive in the 6th and 7th, scoring all 7 of their runs in those 2 frames. Supernovas, 3 RBI for the beast himself, the co-GM, Joe Burrow. 2 for Bogescu. Torrent 2 for 3. What a day at the plate for him. Valor, nice day as well. 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. DiStefano Jr., 2 runs scored off of those 2 hits. Bill the Hill with the start. Dart with the win. Joden with the save. Wright with the loss and the blown save. Joe Burrow, the co-GM of the Supernovas, is your player of the game.
Surprised he's playing a little play with only 1 knee.
Well, he's back now, Joe, the actual Joe Burrow. He's playing this season. He's cleared to play week 1. But yeah, Sarasota playing spoiler to New Orleans, looking to trying to get that home field throughout the playoffs in the Champions Conference.
The Demons take down the Scorpions 5-1. A 1 for 3 day with 2 RBIs and a run for Crashwagon. As that's kind of about it. Danny Groundballer B got 2 for 4 with an RBI as well. Ricky Vaughn takes the win, going 9 innings, going 103 pitches, and only giving
for my fantasy team.
Ratatouille Remy takes the loss, and Ricky Vaughn is your player of the game.
Thank you, Super TARDIS. That's a great game for my fantasy team. Wow, doing it big, going the distance. Stars getting a 7-3 win, now a game back of Indy. Right there in that Champions East race. We're checking out the batters. 2 ribbies for Fry and Zach Johnson. Checking out the opposing team. Campbell having a nice sim tonight, 2 for 5. The left 3 on base. A lot of left on base for both teams, but the top half of the lineup, all left 3 for Seattle. Kuramochi with the win. Balls with the loss. Law with the hold. Kuramochi went 6 innings, gave up 1 earned. Is your player of the game in that pitcher of the year conversation for the Champions Conference, no doubt.
I mean, 11 wins and just under 3 ERA. Yeah, of course.
It's pretty good. Pretty darn good.
Should have tried harder in those 3 losses.
Yes.
Mark on the record.
Darn it, Karamochi.
Yep, that's it. That's just can't win anymore. 3 losses. That's all it takes. That finishes up the 12th, which brings us on to August 13th and our primetime game number 4. Because we only have primetime games tonight. We've got what is this? I can read. Boise in New York. Oh. Great. Yay, Boise. Alrighty, so what do we got here? Let's make sure we're on the right scene for just a moment. So everyone can see all the stats. Mod team, go ahead and get. Looks like we've got a good prediction. This one's interesting. This prediction will be interesting once they get it running. I think this is one of the first ones we've seen like this.
Oh yeah, mod team. Yeah, check out the sim server, stat info for streamers for ideas for predictions.
We're gonna do total strikeouts over under 13.5. One of my favorites. I like total strikeouts. But with our
should be fun.
That's fair. With our stats here, so these teams are tied number 1 for fewest home runs allowed. I did not know that. That's cool. And the Voyagers and Boise are number 1 and number 2 in home runs scored. Boise enters the series 2 for 3, 2 for 4 now, I believe, against the Voyagers. The scores have told another story as the Voyagers have outscored the Raptors 31-16. Of note, that is RJ Menard and Benny the Jet Rodriguez will be facing each other from the opposite teams as last year. Interesting. 2-4 after yesterday. Yeah. The Raptors lead the Legends in base on balls, you're welcome, and have been struck out the fewest times of any teams in the conference, you're welcome. Tommy Caruso, recently traded to Death Valley, was responsible for 8 of Boise's 10 steals. Oh boy. The remaining Raptors have a combined 2 for 3 on steal attempts. Dylan Hodge, the left fielder, has been a great acquisition with an OBP of 440. Cenk Daly has struggled on the road, and tonight looks to be no exception as the righty will be pitching to a high-powered offense of left-handers in a left-friendly park. Boise's best chance of winning comes from the pen, though they have struggled to close it out, with only Matthew Paul posting a winning record. On the side of New York, Fumikaji Tokiyami, the starting pitcher, has been very fortunate when it comes to home and away splits, as this will be the 15th of 20 games. He has had a 3.54 ERA at home this year. That said, he averages just 6 innings per home start. That would put the Raptors' best chance of winning on the bullpen, who rank just 4th in the conference at a 13-10 record, compared to 41-14 for the rotation. Even with their most efficient pitcher, Cletus McFlorida Man has blown 7 of his 12 save opportunities despite a 2.81 ERA. With that said, it looks like our prediction is going and already good to go. What was it, 13.5? So here we go. Boise versus the Voyagers. As Bridget Westfall leads things off for Boise, and that's going to be a long fly ball to right field. That'll be the first out. Some stinky punk sends this one to left field, and that's going to be caught by the shortstop. Tuplan sends this one into right center, and that'll be 3 up, 3 down, 3 fly balls for Fumikaji Tokiyami. It's, yeah, that was easy inning. Kevin Hunter will take a walk to first. Rusty Kuntz up at the plate. Grounds this one to the second baseman. They get the force out at second, but that will be all. Kirk Swerve sends this one into center field, puts runners on first and second for Tom Shue. And that's going to be the lead as Tom Shue sends this one deep to left field, 410 feet, as a 3-run bomb by Tom Shue puts New York on the board. Happy birthday, Shue. Barbados Slim takes a walk over to first as there's still just 1 out in this inning. As Benny Rodriguez gets this one past the first baseman, runners on the corners now for Daytona. Stolen base attempt by Rodriguez, and does so. And a wild pitch from Chink Daly scores a run for the Voyagers. 4 on the board and still just 1 out. Make that finally the second out, as that's a fly ball to right. Will not score the run. Pretzelman, a grounder to the second baseman. That ends the inning, but 4 runs already on the board. GM Petr Sabor sends this one deep to right. Just caught at the wall. Johnny Pluto, a grounder to the second baseman. It's going to be an out. Parker Beecham gets a hit into right field. Is now called Parker Beauchamp because they got a hit. Menard grounds to the second baseman, and that'll be the end of the inning, stranding Beecham on first. We dem boys at the plate, grounds to the second baseman. That'll be a first out. Kevin Hunter is going to send this one into center field, and the offensive onslaught continues for New York. Rusty Kuntz will strike out swinging. Kirk Swerve, runner on first. Runner on the move. Ooh, diving catch in left by Dylan Hodge, who's about to come up to the plate. Going for the top of the third. Hummus, take it away.
Raptors got their work cut out for them. Dylan Hodge, that's in the good gap. It's going to be a leadoff double at least. Yep. Sliding double for Dylan Hodge. Bodnar. Grounder to short. Ground out. 1 out, 1 on for Bridget Westfall. Great range by the first baseman, Tom Shue, to go get that one. Oram got under it, but maybe too far under it. That's going to be the third and final out of the top of the third. Tom Shue, who hit that three-run bomb earlier. Tom Bomb Shue. It's a grounder to short. What a play by Parker Beecham to be in the outfield grass, diving forward, getting up, making the throw. Slim draws a walk. Rodriguez. Grounder first. And they don't turn 2. They do have 2 outs now. Daytona and the stolen base. They get him. Toot Blonde. The big arm.
60.
Makes the throw, gets the out, and they get out of that inning. Boise still got a lot of work to do, though, in this one. Blonde does it with his glove, does it with his arm, does it with his bat, does it with his feet. A standing double. Sabor carried the team a few games ago, grounds out. I think it was last game. Pluto draws a walk. So 2 on, 1 out for Beecham, who made a great play just now. Last half inning, flies out to shallow right. Menard, who's cold, strikes out, swinging against his old team. We'll go bottom of the 4th. Jackie Daytona having a nice season there in New York, 264 batting average, 16 homers, strikes out swinging. Daly hasn't given up a run since the first. Pretzelman. Snack time. Snack time at the ballpark with a base hit. A soft base hit, a soft pretzel, and that's going to be a fly out from them boys. Hunter, 2 out, 1 on. Hunter with a fly out. So Pretzelman gets that nice single. They do nothing with it. We'll go top of the 5th. I do want a pretzel as well. Sorry. So I'm also mad at myself. Hodge with the ground out. Bodnar. Strikeout. Westfall. 2 out. Nobody on. 12 homers this season. 50 RBI. And 1 stolen base. With a grounder and a ground out to end the 5th. Top of the 5th. We'll go bottom of the 5th. Rusty Kuntz having an amazing season in that 2 slot. Hitting .313 with 27 homers, 77 RBI. Strikes out. Looking. Swerve. That was a 1-2 count. Nice punch out by Daly. A walk from Swerve on a 3-1 count as a slider. Shoot. Hard hit ball to short. They get the out at first. Slim, runner in scoring position, draws a walk. Rodriguez, and that was a 4-pitch walk. Rodriguez with a base hit in left. Opposite field. Runner coming home is safe. It's 5-0. New York. That was a 2-out single from Rodriguez to bring home a runner. Daytona cracks one in right for a base hit. Juicing the bases up, basing the juices up. Pretzelman lines out to center. They did make a pitching change. Johnny Toasties gets that final out. We'll go top of the 6th. Boise with Andrew Oram. 12 homers on the season with a ground out to short. Toot Blonde with a high fly ball in right that's going to be caught for the 2nd out. And a shallow pop out from Sabor. They go down 1-2-3. Bottom of the 6th, all New York in this one. Boise getting blanked so far. Them boys striking out, swinging. Kevin Hunter striking out, swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Johnny Toasties. Kuntz does take a walk on a 3-1 count. Swerve grounds out. Toasties, nice inning for him. We'll go top of the 7th. Can Boise put up a single run in this game? We shall find out. Johnny Baseball. Johnny Pluto strikes out swinging. Beecham. Down there in the 6th slot, hitting almost 280. A lot of power behind that one in center, but caught. Menard against his former team. A lot of power behind that one as well, but caught near the warning track. They go down in order once again. And New York will bring up probably their best batter, reigning MVP, Triple Crown Tommy. And a fly out. Barbados Slim with the fly out as well. Benny, the Jet, striking out, swinging. Johnny having a great game in relief. We'll go top of the 8th. Boise down big.
As the bottom of the order up, Dylan Hodge seems to have been the only one to kind of get some good timed hits here. Actually flies out to center field. Bodnar strikes out swinging, and that brings the top of the order. Bridget Westfall hopefully get on base here. No. Grounder to the second baseman. Another 3-up, 3-down inning for Fumikaji Tokiyami, who still on the mound through 8. Jackie Daytona up against Johnny Toasties. Grounder to the shortstop. First out. Out of the park as Pretzelman. It's Pretzel time again as he is on base, roaring to go. We Dem Boys strikes out swinging. Derek Rogers now on the mound as that's a grounder to the shortstop by Kevin Hunter. And that'll end the inning. Boise needs 5 to send this to extras. Can they get it? Not with Orem leading things off. Yeah, I saw that coming. Fly out to left field. That'll be the first out. Duke Bland takes a walk. So runner on first up against Chevin Boat. Petra Sabor sends this one to right center field. Center fielder's going to grab that one. Second out. Johnny Pluto. Can they keep this inning alive? No, as that's a grounder to the second baseman. And the Voyagers shut out Boise in a 3-hit affair. Voyagers win 5-0. Wow. That was a baseball game. That happens. Offensive wise,
New York. Very impressive win.
Yeah, I mean that's just overall just dominance. 1 for 4 day with 3 RBIs and a run for Tom Shue. The big 3-run home run. Really, that was it. That's all they needed. Fukuyami. Oh my God,
Who?
Fumikaji Tokiyami.
There it is.
With the way they pitched today, 8 innings with only 3 hits given up. There was all Voyagers needed was a hit, and they got plenty of them. Cenk Daly takes the loss, and Fumikaji Tokiyami is your player of the game. Yeah, that was rough.
My channel points number is now higher than ERA 6,000.
Woo! Around the league,
After that bet. keep sleeping on us. Oh, New York asking you to sleep on them. Interesting. Love the chiming in from the Voyagers in chat. Vancouver dismissing Buffalo 5-0 from their own ballpark. That's pretty rude. 2 for 4 for Jay Doctor, former Raptor and Supernova. 2 for 4 for Dan King. Nice game for Dan King. Multi-hits for Poe, Svanberg, Spock, and Taters for Buffalo. 3 RBI for Tony McMuffin in his swan song. Nice day to get that average closer to the Mendoza line. Rogers with the win, Balkan with the loss. Fellow season 13 create. Fuji with the hold, McNamerson with the save. Rogers is your player of the game, gets the win.
Keep sleeping on us.
7 scoreless.
I'm pretty sure I took the Voyagers in this prime time, to be fair. Didn't see a shutout coming, but I'll take the 3 points.
Nice.
The Aviators take down the Makos 4-1. Still a close game for being first in the lead versus, I think, last in the division. That's surprisingly, Makos are putting up a fight. You love to see it. 2 for 4 day from Willie Colon with a run. Yeah, that's about it. Ripsbad takes the win for Outer Banks. McDonald takes the hold and Ben Caden takes the save. Baldelli takes the loss for Maui, and Justin Ripsbad is the player of the game.
Sloths holding off the Crabs 5-4. Sloths 45 wins now. Right there, that Legends Conference is an absolute battle right now. Can't wait to check standings after this sim night here with us. Matata 2 for 4. 3 RBI for Ruiz of Providence, having a great season. It was a homer on his 19th on the year, a 3-run shot. Voss with the loss. George the third with the win. Dugan with his 16th save. Let's check out McDonald Jr., who it gets player of the game, the Rook. McCullough going 1 for 3 with 1 run scored, 3 RBI. That was a homer in the 5th inning, 8th on the season. Nobody out, 2 on. So a 3-run shot gives McDonald Jr. player of the game and helps the Sloths get the win.
Down in the Champions, the Stars, which we watched this. We watched the Stars earlier. They do take the win over the Sea Serpents this time, 7-3 victory. There we go. Jebediah Crunk going 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run. DJ Law takes the win for Nashville. Shigino takes the save. Sullivan takes the loss for Seattle, and Jebediah Crunk is your player of the game.
Nashville, one of the best teams in the league. There's about all the playoff teams I feel like are right there, but the top 4 teams really strong. The Cancun losing streak extends. The Apex on a nice little win streak of their own, winning 6-0. A nice game from Jimbo, who's in the chat. All bets on James, as well as Jody Quinn. Nate going 2 for 4. Nice day for J Steel, 2 for 3. I heard from a little birdie that the Halo League team of TJ, Zach, Steele, and Pazuzu are going to be playing tonight in the Halo League. Dion with the win. Benson takes the loss. And Dion going 7 scoreless, 2 walks is your player of the game.
Dijon.
Putting some mustard on it, I see.
Yeah. The Rougarou with a comeback win in the top of the 9th with 3 runs take down the Supernova 11-8. A game they probably should not have won, but still were able to come back and do so. A 3 for 5 day with 5 RBIs and a run from Todd Hafner. 5 RBIs. That's insane. 4 RBIs from DiStefano Jr. as well, with what I can. Oh wow, it's not a. How'd you get 4 RBIs with only 1 hit? Sack fly, I guess.
A walk-off. I mean, a grand salami. No.
He didn't have a home run though. Yeah, that's why I'm confused. So he a one-hit walk. I'm wild. How did he do that?
Was it an error?
Maybe an error. Yeah, because he got a bases cleared double, so that should have been 3. Maybe he scored on it and it.
And part of that was the error. I have no idea.
Maybe,
That's
yeah,
really strange. Oh, fielder's choice RBI.
Oh,
where he got the out, so a sacrifice. Yeah.
Okay. That makes more sense. I'm sitting there like this makes no math. Mazeroski takes the win. Jose 43 takes the hold. Yeater takes the save. Galvin takes the loss, and Todd Hafner is the player of the game. Wild. Yep. Last game.
Daring now 12-3, subduing the Scorpions, moving to 49 wins. The Demons do. Right there, solidifying a playoff spot in the Champions Conference. Looking to go back to the World Series. 2 RBI for Crashwagon off of 1 hit. And 3 for Yelnats. What a game. 3 for 4, 2 runs scored. 2 for 4 for Edwards, 2 for 4 for Double A. Daring with the win, Thomas Palmer. Nice game in relief. Morgan with the loss. And wow, Daring, my goodness, man. Player of the game, probably pitcher of the year as well. It's going to be hard to beat that. Perfect game mixed in with a 2.1 ERA. Pretty hard to beat.
I've seen better.
Yeah, Ray's Funk, arguably.
Yeah.
And
down in the minor leagues, the Brew City Bears upset the Flamingos, a 4-3 win in the top of the 10th. 2-hit day for a couple people. Wolf, Lux, and Doe Jr. Doe Jr. going 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Gooser takes the win and the blown save. Pepe takes the loss for Florida. Bay by Fuglian is your player of the game, having gone 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run. The Lemurs and the Kingpins.
A lot of retirements lately. Trade deadline creates. It is trade deadline week, so this would be probably the best week to create to max earn. Lemurs 5-2 win, 6-4 on hits. They did get the lone error, but the upset on paper for the Lemurs at home against a pretty good Kingpins team. Not much doing except for Eliason. I probably butchered that. 3 for 3 with 3 RBI. 2 for 3 for Radiance Ham on the Chicago side. But Lowellville, Roxas, what a game for the starter. Bell with the loss. Roxas went 6 innings, gave up 1 earned. Another run was unearned. But Eliason of Lowellville, the 9-hitter, is your player of the game. So Lowellville pulling off the upset at home, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive here in the minor leagues.
Kansas City takes the win over the Dilladillos 2-0 on 10 hits. 2 runs on 10 hits. That's impressive. The 2 RBI people, Ortega and Dracula, both getting a single hit and both of them getting an RBI. Though I will say Berserker ends up with a triple, going 2 for 5. Bird Whistle takes the win for Kansas City. O'Sullivan takes the save. Harley Fank, is that what it is? It used to be Farley Hank. Yeah, Harley Fank takes the loss, and Lincoln Bird Whistle, going 7 innings, giving up no earned runs, is your player of the game. The Hepcats and the Wheelers. Firehawks and the Wheelers.
Wheelers falling short at California. Another upset on 31 wins. Got out hit. Anchors, though, picking up 2 errors to California's none. 3 for 4 for Encarnacion. Wow, what a season for Encarnacion so far. And 2 for 4 for Smooth. 3 for 4 for Condor. Wow, 2 RBI. What a day at the plate for Condor. 2 for 4 for Bobby Roode. I've been writing media about that's been really funny to read. Grimes would start, Beckett with the win, Rizzo with the loss for Anchorage. Grimes went 6 innings, gave up 2, and got the no decision, but a nice day on the mound for Grimes.
And finally, the Dynamos take down the Swifties 10-8 win. The last 2 runs they needed coming in the 8th and 9th innings. Wow, a 4 for 5 day with 3 RBIs for Cook, as well as a 3 for 4 day with an RBI, a walk, and 2 runs for Elliott Spencer. A lot of multi-hits on the side of State College as well, so the Miners alive and kicking. Rodriguez takes the win for Dallas. Huevos takes the save. Oh boy. What you made me do. What you made me do. What's the first name? Look at what you made me do takes the loss and blown save. Nelson Cook is the player of the game. Is that a bot? Or is that a person?
Yeah, it's a bot.
It's a bot.
Multiple bots used in relief in this one. Dallas, big win late. Nelson Cook, player of the game.
Is that a charity one? Was that one of the charity names?
No. So Beaver takes the name of Taylor Swift songs and makes them into Swifties bots. Yeah.
Now it kind of makes sense. All right, that is the 13th. On to the 14th. Quick sim. We have 2 quick sim days in a row, so we'll try and rush our way through these before we get to our last primetime game.
No one cares about box scores, right? We just jump straight to the game.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. We'll try and go through these quick. So Sloths, Crabs, Windsor, Carsey. Crabs take a 2-1 win over the Sloths. So the 24th win for the Crabs. 2 for 4 day with an RBI from Krustis. And an 0 for 3 day with an RBI for Olsen. That's impressive. No hits and an RBI. Carsey takes the win. Murley takes the hold. Crab takes the save. Windsor takes the loss for San Antonio. And Kid Carsey is the player of the game.
Final week of the season. The Saturday stream is going to be epic. I can already smell it. Surge winning 12-4. I hope it's an afternoon stream, please.
PBE at night.
What an upset. Wow, Vandals kind of sliding here tonight. Buffalo's Scott Poe played a big factor. 3 RBI, 3 for 5 in his swan song, too. A lot of swan songs as of recent news with all the new creates coming in. 2 for 5 for Danny Gonzalez, 3 for 5 for Tintin, 3 for 5 for Cesar Suave. Everybody got a hit. The only player with 1 hit was Svanberg. Sam Andrews, though, for Vancouver, tried to carry the team going 3 for 4. McMuffin, great game. In his swans, 2 for 4, 2 RBI. And Tosin with the loss, Havoc with the win. Scott Poe of Buffalo, that rhymes. He's your player of the game.
The Raptors and the Voyagers. The Voyagers, I believe, snapped the 12 game for the last 2 games, I believe. I could be wrong. Probably am. But the Raptors and the Voyagers, as the Voyagers, a 10-3 win over the Raptors. Oh boy. That's crazy. Let's go with Barbados Slim, actually. 1 for 3 day with 3 RBIs and 2 runs. So most likely, a 3-run homer in the first inning.
Rusty Kuntz, no RBI, but 3 runs scored off of a 3 for 3 day with a walk. So perfect day at the plate. Just didn't drive in his own runs.
A lot of good offense from the side of New York. Sivart takes the win for New York. Wohler takes the loss. Rusty Kuntz is the player of the game.
Back-to-back losses now for Boise after winning 12 straight. Best team in baseball wins again. 63 wins on the season. 10-7 is the final. 17-12 on hits, 2-1 on errors. So Maui, gave it their all, losing by 3. Checking out batting, 4 for 5 for Tex Walker, only 1 run scored and 1 RBI. 3 RBI, KBK, 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. 3 for 5 for Harwell, though, for Maui, 4 RBI. Harwell did hit a homer, a 3-run homer in this one. Maui, pitchers, a lot of pitchers used. Gonzalez got dinged up a bit. Omega with the loss. Sky with the win and blown save. Pozo with the save. Harwell on the losing team had a great day at the plate. Gets player of the game. So Maui put up a fight. Just fell a little short.
The Sea Serpents versus the Nashville Stars. We saw Nashville kind of take down the Sea Serpents yesterday and do so again today. 8-0 win for Nashville.
Ooh, El Charo.
Yeah, another day of a lot of offense on the side of Nashville. Looking at Bongo, Luongo, Fry, Munson, and Rose all go multi-hit games, as well as Foe. But Munson going 2 for 4 and 3 RBIs and a walk. Lucky El Charo goes 9 innings, 2 hits, a walk, all in 102 pitches with 10 strikeouts. Hammersmith takes the loss, and Lucky El Charo, rightfully so, with a complete game shutout, is your player of the game.
El Charo, another great outing against Seattle. Both 2 perfect games thrown in this season by PBE pitchers, both against Seattle.
Oops, that was the wrong button.
I mean, we could watch this if you want.
Yeah, who cares about the Apex, though?
Apex, another win, moving to 59, winning 10-2 against Cancun. 3 walks for Zach Mouse, 1 for 2 on the day. That helps the OBP out. 3 RBI for Franco in that 9 slot. 3 RBI for Slice as well. Nice day for Dom Drozdov, 3 for 4, 2 runs scored. Pitching-wise, Dogwood gave up 2 in 8 innings. Lemonade takes the loss, only pitched 1 2/3, but Dogwood went 8 full innings, 2 earned, 8 strikeouts is your player of the game. I don't think we've lost tonight.
Yeah, no one cares about the Apex, though, so it doesn't matter. The Rougarou and the Supernova. The Rougarou 13-7 win over the Supernova on 13 hits versus 12 hits. That graph is fancy. Supernova had that game until the 8th and 9th innings, where they gave up a total of 10 runs.
Wow.
That's exactly what this graph shows as well. A 4 for 4 day with an RBI, a walk, and 2 runs from Paolo DiStefano Jr. Can we ban Maj? Both of his players have just been too good.
Wow.
I need his sim look. Hafner also going 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs. Wright takes the win for New Orleans. McQuack takes the loss for Sarasota. Dart takes the blown save, pitching 2/3 and giving up. How did he get a blown save if he didn't give up any runs? Oh, because they got assigned to Champ McQuack. That makes sense. And Paulo DiStefano is your player of the game. Can't believe another 4 for 4 day. That's crazy.
Winning streak now at 6 for Detroit. 2-1 win for the Demons. And 7-6 on hits. Did get 2 errors, though. 1 RBI for Stack and Paper and Crash Wagon. And the lone RBI came from Matt Edwards of DBS. Pitchers duel, Fug with the win, Sims with the loss. Fug is your player of the game. Diglett with the save, though, but Fug, 6 2/3, 1 earned. Nice day. Look at that. A player in pretty much his peak season, right around 5 ERA with a really good defense behind him. So I don't know, Chief. Y'all talking about all this, pitchers being OP.
Buff pitchers.
Alrighty then.
It has been decided. I am the deciding factor, obviously. The Dynamos shut out and blow out the Swifties 10-0. Wow, that's a big appearance. 4 for 5 from McGee with 2 RBIs on the day and a walk as well. And that looks like that's... Oh, there was 1 double, but 3 singles for McGee. Gives up 2 RBIs. Very nice. Redacted takes the win for Dallas. Claflin? Why have I not seen that name before? Claflin takes the loss for State College, and Kay Faraday is your player of the game. Kingpins and Lemurs.
And the Lemurs winning 2-1 at home. A paper upset. 1 game away from 40 wins on the season. A 2 for 4 day for Jaguar. 2 for 4 for Hokenvettel of Chicago. Junk Ball with the win. Tsunami with the hold. Price with the save. Grimes with the loss. And the player of the game is Jeremiah Junk Ball.
It's funny because he should be a flamethrower pitcher. The Hepcats and the Dilladillos, 13-2 win for the Dilladillos. Big win. Another upset over the Hepcats. 2 for 3 day with 4 RBIs, a walk, and 2 runs for McGee on the side of the Dillos. I don't know your first name, McGee. Fiddle McGee. Yee takes the win for the Dillos. Bear takes the save. Schmaltz takes the loss for the Hepcats. And Fiddle McGee at the Evans Winters Happy Birthday Shoe Dome, sponsored by the Seattle Caesar Princes, your player of the game. Congratulations, Fiddle McGee. The Bears and the Flamingos.
And don't believe Soroka's huge neck. I've never said that about you, AU Gold. He's trying to troll in the chat. Shout out to Roxas. Lemurs get a few wins. He gets all cocky in the chat, trying to get a beef going in the booth tonight. Bears win at Florida, 4-1, 9-7 on hits. Big, another paper upset. A lot of paper upsets in the sim day. Wolf 3 for 5. Yuppers 2 for 4. Yupper on that one. And 2 for 3 for Sosa for Bruce City. Millis with the win. Nice game. Kagami with the loss. Emerald with the hold. Jet with the save. Whoa, Millis. Whoa. 6 scoreless. 2 walks. 4 hits. 3 strikeouts. What a game for Whoa Millis. And he gets player of the game. So Bruce City in the win column.
The Wheelers and the Firehawks, final game of the minor leagues on the 14th. Gives us an extra innings Wheelers out of the park win for the Wheelers. Shoe with some oop. Multi-hit games from a lot of people on both sides. So I'm just going to call out who didn't get hits. Vladimir Porter and Jardine. Sorry, you're the only people without hits today. 2 RBIs from Sanders, couple 3-hit days from Sloths and Copland. Lot of pitchers here for Anchorage for some reason. Dog takes the win though, his first win of the season. Branson takes the loss and blown save for California. Jose Sloths is your player of the game. And that is the 14th. On to the 15th. I believe it should be just minor. Oh. Just minors games. Yep. Easy, quick sim then here. Go through this one real quick. The Wheelers and the Firehawks. The Firehawks take an 11-6 win over the Wheelers. Look at that graph. That's crazy. A 3 for 5 day with 4 RBIs and 2 runs for Dotson. That's a dang good offensive appearance. Thompson takes the win for California. Beckett takes the save. Gusto takes the loss for Anchorage. And Kevin Dotson is your player of the game. The Bears.
Here we go.
Flamingos.
Florida in the win column. Brizzo helping Florida cruise. Brizzo went 3 for 4 with 4 ribbies. Definitely your player of the game. It'll be hard to beat that one. Good win for Florida. And my boy Laser with a good start. Someone let him know he didn't have a bad game. He's been kind of discouraged. 3 walks and 5 1/3. Kozak with the loss for Bruce City. But dang, we'll see who player of the game is. Yep, it was Brizzo. Nice offense to support your starter. Run support is always huge. Florida gets the win.
The Kingpins and the Lemurs, Chicago versus Louisville. Louisville takes a 6-4 win over the Kingpins. Jaguar with a 3-for-4 day with 3 RBIs and a run. Triplet takes the win for Louisville. Tsunami takes the save. Sports Boy 57 takes the loss. And Jet Jaguar is your player of the game. I believe that makes sense, going 3-for-4 with 3 RBIs. The Dynamos and the Swifties.
And the Swifties again get the win. Dynamos did win the last one, so State College now at 37 wins on the season. Baez 3-for-4, 3 runs scored. 3-for-4, 1 run scored for Zay Johnson. 3-for-4 LeBlanc, 2 RBI. 3-for-4 for McGee, 2-for-5 for McLaughlin. Great offense from a few players. Stelling with the win, 2-2 with the hold, Kenobi with the save, Butter with the loss. Ian Baez for the Swifties is your player of the game. So State College in the win column.
Last game for our final not final quick sim. We have 2 after the next game, but last game of this day, the Hepcats and the Dillos. A comeback victory for the Hepcats. 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning secures 11-9 win. 3-for-5 with 3 RBIs and a run for Stargasm. Turbo takes the hold. O'Sullivan takes the win and blown save. Big Sexy takes the save. Itchy Nose takes the loss for the Dillos, and Jet Stargasm is your player of the game. Oof. Alrighty. Finishes up that day. Final game. Final primetime game. Final showcase game of the night. Indy and Sloths. 2 teams. Well, people actually kind of like the Sloths, so I don't know who really. Indy and Sloths. I can only say the same thing so many times. So mod team.
We do have some stats, I think.
Oh, do we?
And we have a prediction going.
Very nice. So look at that.
Stolen bases. No one's betting because everyone's thinking about what to put. This is a good one.
Yeah. Stolen bases.
Let's have fun. Let's go over.
So just looking at our catchers, Ben Dover and Stan Antonio. Stan Antonio, very, very, very good offense. 101.8 OPS versus 749 for Ben Dover. I have no clue about their defensive capabilities, though. I can't wait to see if almost bets 20 or 30 points. All right, fine. I'm going in for 10 points. Let's go with the over. 10 points on
Let's get it.
10 points spent. You know what? I'm going to go crazy. 20 points. Doubling my normal bet. So letting this run out for just a moment, but looking at this, looks like Indy is kind of in the lead here. The slant, I should say, goes towards Indy. But as we've been kind of shown tonight, anything can happen. Had quite a lot of upsets, especially down in the minor leagues.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see what happens here. Shu says this is an easy under. I don't know. I also don't know anything about these pitchers or these catchers defensively. So, yeah, it's possible. I will say, just looking at the pitching wise, Doug Dangley, while he has a 4.93 ERA, it has a 0-0 record versus the Sloths with an 18 ERA versus the Sloths. John Rayner, a 5.03 ERA, has a 0-1 records versus Indy and a 15.43 ERA versus Indy. So I'm expecting quite a lot of runs. With that, we are going to go ahead and jump on in. Let's get to our primetime scene. Final showcased game of the night. Indy versus the Sloths as Johnny Tsunami leads things off for Indianapolis. As that's going to be a fly ball to right field. That'll be the first out. Zach Mouse. That's a single, infield single actually to the first baseman. First stolen base, safe. That's one. Jimbo Slice takes a walk to first. If they do a double stolen base, does that count as two? Parmelee strikes out swinging. Ben Dover. Now with runners in scoring position, they go on the move. Bases! Home run. What was I trying to say? Full count home run from Ben Dover puts the Apex up 3-0 very, very early in this game. Sailor Twift strikes out looking, though, as the top of the first ends just as quickly as it began. However, a 3-run lead now for the Apex. Again, the Sloths strike back. Stan Antonio at the plate. Liner to center field. Diving catch in center. First out. Kuna Matata pops this one up to the first baseman. Easy play there. Christy Abbott, little grounder, soft grounder to the pitcher, and that's going to be the end of the bottom of the first. Heading to the top of the second, the Apex still hold on to this 3-0 lead. As Jody Quinn strikes out swinging. Does he fall under 300 batting average? No, just a 303. Eagle Eyes pops this one up to the second baseman. And Wander Franco strikes out swinging to end the top of the second. Quiet Apex top of the second after their 3-run inning. Bottom of the second, Chris Jimenez sends this one into center field. That's going to be a single. Pork chop sandwiches. The runner on first. Liner, hot shot to left. That's going to be an out. Trayvon Knight strikes out swinging. And Tefilius Suidot grounds to the third baseman, and that's going to end the inning, stranding the runner on first. Heading to the top of the third, Hummus, take it away.
And I've been corrected. The Cancun Toros got perfect gamed on the Stars. That was Mano right. So it wasn't both Seattle. I've been corrected. I apologize to Seattle for messing that up. And Apex now, Zach Mouse fly out. We got Tsunami on second. Slice. A stolen base for Tsunami too. And he's going to tag up. And he's safe. And Parmelee brings him home. 2 stolen bases so far. Remember, the bet was 3.5. So that's pretty good for us over bettors. Dover striking out swinging to end the top of the third. Sloths kind of getting kicked around a bit, but it is early. Gofford striking out swinging. McDonald Jr., who had a recent player of the game a couple sim days ago, hitting 200 on the season, strikes out. Looking dangly, trying to work that ERA down. It was over 5 pretty much all season. Stan Antonio drawing a walk. So Acuna Matata also drawing a walk, back-to-back walks. That was a full count walk. Christy Abbott got under it. When she flies out, we'll go top of the fourth. Indy up 4-0. We'll bring up Sailor Twift, the Magician. Will pop out. Jody Quinn grounder up the middle. Shortstop's there. Eagle Eyes strikes out looking on an 0-2 count. They go down 1-2-3. San Antonio would like to score 1, 2, or 3 runs in this inning. Jimenez. Pop up, pop out. Sandwiches. Fly out at the warning track and left, and a ground out from Knight ends the bottom of the fourth. They also go down in order. Top of the fifth, Wander Franco, the shortstop for Indianapolis, strikes out swinging. That's Josh the Jew. Tsunami now. Tsunami had a stolen base earlier to help us over bettors. Got under that one, but will fly out to right. And a crack of the bat, a ground out from Mouse to end the fifth, top of the fifth at 3 up, 3 down. So that's 3 straight half innings where neither team was able to do anything but get out on offense. Sudot strikes out looking. Gofford, the cold hitter for San Antonio. Gofford deep and right. That's gone. Apotaco on Tuesday. Gofford puts a run on the board for the Sloth. It went 405 feet. Wow. Gofford, that's 8 homers on the season. We'll see Bobby McDonald Jr. now, also with 8 on the season, will strike out swinging. San Antonio, 20 homers on the season, hitting 340. MVP candidate out of the Legends Conference. Oh, that's hit hard at center field. Getting that batting average up. A standing double. And a hard hit infield single for Acuna Matata. Here we go. But a grounder, a fielder's choice out at second, ends the bottom of the 5th. They leave 2 stranded. They did hit 3 times, but the Sloths, after that solo shot, still down 3, will go top of the 6th. Jimbo flies out. Parmalee was hot. Parmalee, stay hot. 2 for 3 on the ball game. A single. Dover. Opposite field, fly out. So 2 outs for Swift with 1 on. Twift. High fly ball, but caught at the right field warning track. Sloths keeping it somewhat close. Rayner settling in lately. Haven't given up a run in a few innings. Jimenez will strike out swinging. Sandwiches, will step into the batter's box for San Antonio. And a grounder to short, ground out. Knight now with 2 outs. And a not great contact and a fly out and left. They go down in order. We'll go top of the 7th. Jody Quinn, Jody line drive. Indy Apex right fielder. That's it. It's in the gap, but it's caught. What a sliding grab by Matata. Eyes will ground out. Franco striking out, looking, and they go down in order. With the help of Acuna Matata's glove, we'll go bottom of the 7th. Suadat looking to break this cold spell. 0 for 2 on the ball game. Striking out, swinging. Gofford, the 8-hitter. 30 RBI on the season. 6 stolen bases. And a fly out in the left. McDonald Jr. below the Mendoza line. Draws a walk with a full count. Antonio hits it hard to third base, but grounds out. Bolano's checked in and to relieve Dangley in this inning. We'll go top of the 8th. AU Gold, Apex up 4-1.
Still only 2 steals, but Tsunami unable to get on base. Would have been a base-stealing threat, but strikes out looking. Zach Mouse, also a base-stealing threat. That's going to be a grounder to the second baseman, though. Jimbo Slice takes a walk. Here we go. Could be number 3, Parmalee. No, strikes out before Jimbo Slice could attempt to steal. So, just the walk, but no damage done. The Sloths, Acuna Matata on the plate, at the plate. I guess he could be standing on the plate, kind of weird. Flies out to right. Christy Abbott takes a walk. Abbott with 27 stolen bases.
Here we go.
Does not run.
No.
Jimenez flies out to center field. Pork chop sandwiches. It's going to strike out swinging, stranding Abbott on first. No one wanting to steal here in the later half of the game. Bendover.
We'll probably see a full 9th, though.
It's very, very true. Bendover strikes out, looking the last real base stealer on the side for the Apex, unless we loop around. Sailor Twift takes a walk with 2 stolen bases. Probably not going to happen. Jody Quinn walks as well. This could turn the lineup over. Eagle Eyes grounds this one to second baseman. There's an error at second. Bases are loaded. Willie Franco, Wonder Franco, strikes out swinging. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Johnny, Sue, Nami wanting to bring these runners home. Grounder to the shortstop, though. That will end the inning. They get out of the bases loaded jam.
Please don't put me in. Please don't put me in.
Bottom of the
All
line.
right, good.
Trayvon Knight strikes out swinging. Eric Bolano still on the mound. They put Bentley in for the last 2 outs. Defilia Suadat does strike out swinging. Gofford is the last out standing for the Sloths. And a walk has
Colby
been
laughing
given.
at me. Laughing at my pain.
Bobby McDonald, that's going to drop into left field.
God.
Tying run at the plate. Stan Antonio, power hitter, gets this one into right field. They're going to send the runner from third. Runners on the corners. Winning run at the plate in Acuna Matata. 11 home runs. Acuna Matata with a fly ball to center field. That's going to get caught, though, and the game is over. As Bentley tried his best to give the win to the Sloths, but failed to do so. As the Apex, I believe I also took the Apex in this Primetime number 5 game. I think I'm at 5 TPE so far. The Apex take the win. 1 for 4 day with 3 RBIs and a run for Ben Dover. Doug Dangley takes the win and the player of the game. Bolanos takes a hold. Rayner takes the loss for San Antonio. And again, Doug Dangley is the player of the game. I believe that would be... Let's actually go back to that and double check. We had 2 stolen bases, so the under takes it. For our mod team, go ahead and pay out the under. Around the league, though, the Aviators and the Sea Serpents.
Oh, sorry. Aviators, Cologne blasting the Sea Serpents 11-0. Best team in baseball. Bumply letting base runners on like a scrub. Yep. Just like old days. 5 RBI for Cologne. My goodness, your player of the game easily. Farting House, though, did all she could. 3 for 4. Wasn't enough, though. 2 for 3 for Tyler Swift down there in the 9 hole. Cato with the win again, 17 now. Maddox Jr. with the loss. Willie Colon with 5 RBIs, your player of the game. What a day at the plate for the legendary right fielder. There was a rain delay, though, 45 minutes.
As Vancouver beats the Supernova 5-3. Hello, Simo. Good morning. 2 for 4 day with an RBI and 2 runs for Shitterme. Greg Digger Jr. takes the win. Leong in his final season takes the hold. Fuji takes the save. Baxter takes the loss, going 8 innings, only giving up 4. 1 unearned, though, so 5 total. But turns out, when your pitcher reaches a complete game, they don't always win. Greg Digger Jr. is your player of the game.
Simo in the chat, home from work, sick from taking the COVID vaccine. We'll check out Raptors nipping the Demons 2-1. Raptors, definitely one of the hottest teams in the league right now. Just absolute resurgence of a season. 3 for 4 for Toot Blonde. Nice work. 2 for 5 for Johnny Baseball. 3 walks for RJ Menard, the veteran with the good eye. 2 walks for Daniel B. Lucas got the start, almost went the distance. Paul got the win. Palmer did take the loss in relief. Andrew Lucas, 8 2/3, 1 earned, is your player of the game. Can we go check? There was a walk-off, wasn't there, that I missed?
Yes, that was a walk-off hit by Johnny Pluto.
Johnny Baseball walking off a solo shot against my little brother, Thomas Palmer. Thomas Palmer forced a double play right in the 9th, but in the 10th gave up a walk-off solo shot. Demons bats, no run support. Reminds me of when I used to play for them.
It's a Demons thing.
They're pretty good, though.
Yeah, they are. The Stars beat the Makos 3-2. Stars now 1 game under 60 wins. 2 for 4 day with an RBI and a run for Zach Johnson, not the pitcher, the other one. Johnson, not the batter, the other one, takes the win. DJ Law takes the hold. Shingino takes the save. Salchicha takes the loss. And Taylor Johnson, the pitcher, not the batter, is your player of the game. Oh, the Crabs and the Toros. The Crabs beat the Toros 4-0.
I was on mute, of course. 2 for 4 for Cloudera, 2 for 4 for Love. Nice day for the Rook. 3 for 4 for Bergamot and Lemon with 2 runs scored. Ace Carter, the vet, 2 for 3 with the walk. Trying to help out those youngins there in Cancun. Leaf with the win, Robert with the loss, Murley with the save. Leaf went 8 innings scoreless, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Nice outing to help her season out a bit. Is your player of the game.
I like that they brought Tachibana on to pitch to a single batter, and he walked them, so they took him out.
That's actually pretty wild. Dude, that's so rare.
That's really rare.
I don't know if I've ever seen a one batter outing that was just a walk.
Yeah, that's rare for us.
Wow.
The Rougarou in the top of the 9th beat the Surge 6-5. Rougarou really struggling to take wins. I mean, they're winning, but they've been in really close games recently. Cook takes a 2 for 3 day with 2 RBIs, 2 walks, and 2 runs. That's a lot of 2s. 2. Did not strike out, so that's pretty cool. Wright takes the win for New Orleans. Sutherland takes the hold. For Buffalo, Ginsburg, though, blows the save, and Bones takes the loss. J.R. Cook is your player of the game, and there was a rain delay for 15 minutes in the 9th inning. A win is a win indeed.
Here we go. Voyagers winning 4-3 at home. It's all 4 of those runs coming from the 4th or earlier. A nice win for New York against DVS. Torkelton got the win. I'm looking at batters, though. 2 for 4 Coons, 2 for 4 Dim Boys, 3 for 4 Tommy Caruso, 3 for 4 Mike Boss Jr. with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Torkelton with the win, McFlorida Man with the hold, Choate with the save, Farnworth with the loss. Boss Jr. is your player of the game for DVS, who went 3 for 4, 2 runs scored and an RBI. So losing effort, New York gets the win. A nice game for Mike Boss Jr.
That actually makes things quick and easy. Sorry, minor leagues, but no games for you on the 16th. Now I'm curious. We just had a day of mixed. We have another day. The 18th looked like another day. All right. Okay. Looks like we got 2 full days of quick sims. So we'll be wrapping this up here pretty quickly. But we'll get through this as interleague play finishes up our days. So, on the 17th, the Serpents and the Aviators. The Aviators take a 3-0 win over the Serpents. Tyler Swift, 1 for 2 day with 2 RBIs, a walk, and a run. That's all you needed. Beaumont takes the win, Pozo takes the save, Harry Balls takes the loss for Seattle, and Bob Beaumont is your player of the game. The Apex and the Sloths.
Wow, the Sloths winning on a walk-off solo shot versus John Barron in the bottom of the 14th. Probably a lot of pitchers using this one. We'll check that out in a second. Gonna look at the batting first. But what a walk-off homer. Pork chop sandwiches, who that was their only hit of the ball game. 2 for 6 for Christy Abbott, 2 for 5 for Bobby McDonald Jr., the rookie. So good team win for San Antonio. Everyone reached base except Jimenez. And Indy side, 3 for 6 for Johnny Tsunami. Pretty good day for him. Johnson gets the win in relief after the Greer start. Barron takes the loss in relief. Y'all dissing Bentley in the chat, but I did go almost 3 full innings, 2 2/3 scoreless. But Shifty, 7 innings, 2 earned, is your player of the game. I think you got to put Shifty in that pitcher of the year conversation, for sure, in the Champions Conference.
A lot of pitchers having some good seasons.
Mm-hmm.
The Supernova versus the Vandals. The Supernovas take the win 3-2 over the Vandals. A bit of an upset as the Supernovas are approaching 30 wins on the season. Looking around here. Joe Burrow, now with 1 knee and a metal knee, is 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Bill the Hill takes the win. Dart takes the hold. Joden takes the save. Takahashi takes the loss for Vancouver. And Bill the Hill is your player of the game. The Demons and the Raptors.
Raptors earning 2-1 win versus the Demons. Raptors, got to be one of the hottest teams. It was a walk-off solo shot. Toot Blonde. Back-to-back walk-off wins here for Boise. Wow, only 3 hits in the entire game to 4 Detroit hits. Checking out the pitchers. Riddle got the win in relief off of 1 recorded out. Lewis got the loss in relief, only recorded 1 out as well. Ricky Vaughn went 7 1/3, gave up a run, is your player of the game. His team gave him no run support. Boise gets the win late off of the Toot Blonde solo shot.
The Stars and the Makos. The Stars shut out the Makos 6-0 as the Stars now also reach 60 wins. I believe there's one other team that just reached 60 yesterday. Foe going 1 for 4 with 4 RBIs and a run, so that a grand slam in the second inning for BJ Foe. Michael Knightrider takes the loss for Maui. Kuramochi takes the win for Nashville. Lucian Kuramochi going 7 1/3 with 4 hits but no earned runs is your player of the game. The Toros and the Crabs.
Fisher slugging the Toros to an 8-7 win. Toros scoring 8. It's a lot of offense in this one from both teams. 3 RBI for Fisher himself. Hickams with 2. 4 for Cloudera for Providence. Evans with the loss. Oh, nice day for Jagger. Philly fan, 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, and Lemon as well. Getty with the win. Evans with the loss. Gunk with the save. Will Fisher is your player of the game.
The Rougarou and the Surge. The Rougarou in extra innings in 11 take this 9-7 as the Surge had the lead through 6, then gave up 4 runs in 7, 8, and 9 to tie the game. Beauregard and Geronimo both going 3 for 5. DeStefano Jr. going 2 for 6 with 3 RBIs and a run. Jose 43 takes the win. Ginsburg takes the hold. Sutherland takes the blown save. Velasquez takes the loss. And Gustav Beauregard, the leadoff hitter, is your player of the game. And then the last game for this day, the Scorpions and the Voyagers.
Scorpions beating New York 4-3, upset on the road, 10-7 on hits. Nice win for DVS. Our home run derby champ Elliot Alderson went 2 for 4, 1 run scored. Let's see, no homers for them in this one. Shu and Kuntz each hit 1 though, but no multi-hit games. New York taking the loss. Johnson getting the win in relief, 2 innings pitched. Choate picks up the loss in relief. Remy Ratatouille, Caltria Red Flames, 6 1/3, 3 earned, is your player of the game.
Down in the minor leagues, the Hepcats and the Kingpins. The Kingpins 12-1 victory over the Hepcats. That's massive, massive for the Kingpins. 9 runs in the second inning. Whoa. All right. There's other great performances, but Hulkenvettel, 0 for 3 day with a single walk and 3 RBIs and a run. 0 for 3 with 3 RBIs. That's real cool. That's neat. The Rex takes the win for Chicago. Davies takes the loss. Hudson Lane is your player of the game. Hudson Lane going 4 for 5 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs. 0 for 3 with 3 RBIs. That's so cool. The Flamingos and the Dynamos.
Dynamos taking Flamingos with a 6-2 loss. Dynamos up to 42 wins, 1 game back of 500 ball. 3 RBI for Cook. Nice day for Cook. 2 for Bufflin, Babe Bufflin. For Florida. Paul with the win, Todoroki with the loss for Florida. Cook, as mentioned, great day at the plate. Gets the player of the game. Dallas getting the win. Crucial late season wins here in this sim tonight for Dallas.
The Firehawks and the Swifties face off against each other as the Swifties take an 18-6 win over the Firehawks. A massive blowout there as 6 runs in the 3rd inning. And we've got none other than LeBlanc going 4 for 6 with 4 RBIs and 2 runs. Pazza also having 4 hits on the day. Brandonson takes the win. Smackson takes the loss, and James LeBlanc is your player of the game. The Dillos and the Wheelers.
And the Dillos upend the Wheelers 7-2, 9-14 on hits. 3 for 4 day for Flex, 2 RBI. Nice day for Flex. 3 for 5 for Rude and Condor. 2 for 5 for Sanders. 2 for 3 for Mo. Dillo's getting the win. Daeg, LGM's new player. Wow, look at those season stats. 1 earned. Ragnarok with the loss. Hieronymus Flex is your player of the game for the Dillos, who get the win.
And the Lemurs and the Bears. The Lemurs taking a 9-2 win over the Bears. 12 hits to 11 hits. We've got a 3 for 5 day with 4 RBIs for Myth. That's a day. 3 for 5. Chinappy takes the win for Louisville. Dwight takes the loss for Bruce City. Miles Burrow is the player of the game. Burrow having gone 2 for 4 with an RBI, a walk, and 3 runs. All right, finishes off the 17th to the 18th. I don't remember how to do the button to do all the games, so we're just gonna go through this. The Makos and the Supernova as our final interleague game of this night and our final day of this night. The Makos 16-5 win over the Supernova with a 7-run 7th inning. Talk about lucky sevens. Dawson Jr. not getting any multi-hit games. How about this? 5 for 6 with 7 RBIs and 4 runs. Dawson Jr. with 2 triples, a home run, a double. Dawson Jr. with a cycle. 5 hits. So 1 double, 2 triples, and a home run leaves just enough hits for a single. Dawson Jr. Diesel, if you're in chat. I don't think you are at the moment. If you are, you got a cycle, man. 7 RBIs. Baldelli takes the win for Maui. Galvin takes the loss for Sarasota. Dawson Jr. ties the Legends regular season game record for triples with 2. He ties the Maui regular season game record for runs with 4. Ties the Maui regular season game record for hits with 5. And sets the Maui regular season game record for RBIs with 7. Whoa, boy. Oh, I'll play all games today. Oh, this is going to make things easy. Let's just go around then. Demons and the Crabs.
And the Demons prevail 1-0 over Providence. They were at home. They scored that run in the 3rd. It was a Herrera solo shot. So a true pitcher's duel. That's the only at-bat worth mentioning. We'll go now to the pitchers. Daring with the win. Voss, wow, put up a fight, gets the loss. Daring went 6 scoreless, struck out 4, is your player of the game. Right and dirty with the save and relief. 3 inning save. So Detroit clutch win late in the season. Trying to play good ball going into the playoffs.
The Stars walk off the Surge in the bottom of the 12th with a walk-off walk. Nice. I love to see it. As Zach Johnson going 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, 2 walks, and 2 runs, draws in the final run with a walk-off walk. You love to see that. Sig Ripper takes the win for Nashville. Velazquez takes the blown save for Buffalo. Bones takes the loss. Zach Johnson with the walk-off walk is your player of the game. Voyagers and the Toros.
And here we go. Voyagers winning 7-6 on the road at Cancun. 61 wins now, right behind OBX for most wins in the league. 3 RBI for Kuntz, 2 for Dem Boys, 2 for Hickams of Cancun. Nice day for him. Trying to get that batting average up. Benson got the start. Got the no decision. Shu with the loss. Tokiyami with the win. Crocodile with the hold. Abadir with a save. Dem Boys for New York. There's your player of the game.
The Rougarou beat the Aviators 8-7 with a 3-run bottom of the 8th, which tipped the scales massively. And I say it again, they've been fighting for their wins, but a win is a win. 2 for Forte with 4 RBIs and 2 runs for Alejandro Geronimo. Wright takes the win for New Orleans. Pleasance takes the save. McDonald takes the hold. Pozo takes the loss and blown save. Alejandro Geronimo is your player of the game. The Scorpions and the Sloths.
Scorpions sneaking by the Sloths 3-2. Playing spoiler. DVS scoring a walk-off solo shot from Trevor Duncan in the bottom of the 9th off of Esteban Rodriguez Jr. So a late inning heroic effort from DVS to get the win. Duncan, great game. 3 for 4. That 1 RBI was that solo shot. What a game for Duncan. Jimenez 2 for 3. 2 for 4 for sandwiches. But Johnson gets the win in relief. And Rodriguez Jr. gets the loss in relief. Morgan, though, the starting pitcher, got a no decision for Death Valley. 2 earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. There's your player of the game.
The Vandals and the Sea Serpents. The Vandals take a 4-1 win over the Sea Serpents. Vandals approaching 50 wins now on the season.
Man. Legends Conference playoff. That last playoff spot's going to be absolutely wild. I'm telling you. Vancouver, San Antonio. It's going to be a movie.
Yeah. O'Houlihan goes 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run. Rogers takes the win. Leung takes the hold. Silliams takes the save. Sullivan takes the loss for Seattle. And Pat Rogers is your player of the game. And our final game of the majors today, Raptors and Apex.
Raptors beating the Apex 7-4. Raptors, 2 of the hottest teams in baseball. Boise getting the better of Indy in the 13th. Scoring 3 in the top of the 13th. Look at the 12th. Orem hit a 2-run double, and then Swift and Franco each hit some clutch at-bats. Franco with a 2-run single. So Boise just took over in the top of the 13th. 3 RBI for your man himself. Orem, 2 for 3 for Franco, 2 RBI for Josh the Jew. But yeah, Orem probably your player of the game. But look at Hodge, 4 for 6 with 2 ribbies, 2 runs scored there in the 8th slot. Having a great season. Dion got the start. Look at Bentley coming in for a scoreless inning, but No Hands takes the loss, gave up 5 2 2/3. Riddle blew the save. Rogers Jr. with the win. Chank Daly, though, got the no decision, went 8 1/3, couldn't get the win. 1 earned, only gave up 4 hits over 8 1/3. What a game for Chank Daly and Boise. And some great late inning magical performance from Boise to get those 3 runs in the top of the 13th.
Extra inning games are wild. All right, last 5 games. Minor leagues, you get some love. Is it where we ended up? Lemurs Bears. The Bears take down the Lemurs 4-0 as the Lemurs are approaching the Bears are approaching the Lemurs record. 2 hit days for underrated Steve, Lux, and Aldridge. Aldridge going 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. George takes the win. Bosner takes the save. Roxas takes the loss, and Eddie George, the starting pitcher, going 7 1/3 with no earned runs, is the player of the game. The Firehawks and the Swifties.
Firehawks, Swifties. Swifties winning 3-1, 6-7 on hits. Swifties right there at 39 wins. Going to check the standings in a minute before we do the upload. 2 for 3 for Sportello and blank space. 2 for 3 for Jardine. Claflin with the win. T2 with the save. Grimes with the loss. Claflin went 5 innings, 1 earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Is your player of the game.
The Firehawks used to be 66ers? Yes. The Hepcats and the Kingpins, as the Kingpins take down the Hepcats 6-1. As the records here in the minors are all over the place. Pretty sure everyone is still in it. 3 hit day for Justice, going 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Hunkwin Vettel going 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run. Bell takes the win for Chicago. Multiauapolel takes the save for Chicago. Bird Whistle takes the loss for Kansas City. Inkerbell, starting pitcher, going 7 2/3, giving up only 1 run. He's a player of the game. Schumacher, by the way, came in to pitch, threw 1 pitch and gave up a hit and was taken out. The Flamingos and the Dynamos.
Florida beats Dallas 8-3. 46 wins now for Florida. 2 for 4, 2 runs scored and a ribby for Spencer, a ribby for Faraday, 2 walks for Javanthony Brizzo, I should say. Wow, 4. Look at the bottom of the order for Florida. 3 for 4 for Jeff the Giraffe. Rob Cena Jr., 4 for 5. Holding it down in the cellar of the order. Miller with the loss. Kagamine with the win. Pepe with the save. And Florida's Babe Bufflin. Going to check Babe Bufflin's stats out real fast. Yep, 4 RBI for Bufflin. So great day for Florida to get the win. Playing good ball. Final 4 team their last season as the Mounties. So looking to continue that this season in the playoffs.
We don't need to show this game, right? Like, we're done. Bills and the Wheelers. Wheelers walk off 3-run home run by Condor in the bottom of the 10th. Condor going 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs and a run. Pitching wise, Dog takes the win for Anchorage. Mrazek takes the loss for the Dillos, and Harley Fank is the player of the game, going 7 innings, only giving up 2 earned runs. All right, we did it. We made it through. Check the standings real quick in both leagues. All right, so I believe some of these are from last week. I think the Sea Serpents, Toros, and Supernova were eliminated on Saturday, is my guess. New Orleans has clinched the Champs West division. The Stars and the Apex are both clinched a playoff spot. However, no one has clinched the division yet, as the Apex are only 1 back from the Stars. As it stands in the Champions East, it would be the Stars, Apex, Rougarou, and Demons, as the Scorpions are not technically eliminated yet. Demons' magic number is 7. On the side of the Legends, no one is eliminated in the Legends, and no one has made it yet in the Legends. Outer Banks and Boise both lead the divisions. And as it stands, it would be Outer Banks, Boise, Voyagers, and the Sloths. And the Vandals just missing. We'll see how that changes. Down in the minors, as it stands, the Hepcats, Dillos, Kingpins, Flamingos, Dynamos, and Lemurs are all in the playoffs. Magic number for the lemurs there at the bottom is 21, as my Google Home is now reminding me to take the trash out. The Swifties, Wheelers, Bears, and Firehawks, yes, I know Google Home, are just out of the playoffs. Oof. With that, we are done. Longer stream tonight. I think this is actually one of the longer days anyway. Oops, that was the wrong button. That's what I needed. I'll click save really quick, just in case that didn't mess anything up. Commission office. League, all the check marks there. Oops. All the check marks, excellent. And we upload.
Oh, did we check standings?
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
All right. Yeah.
On Discord.
Oof.
I'll check it after. Yeah, we finished.
It was a longer day. I didn't go back and look at other days, but I did notice today was 10 in-game days, which is a lot to get through.
Yeah, for sure. Zach is streaming right now. Thinking about a raid. He's streaming Halo 3 he's playing with Paz, Steel, and his brother TJ.
Yeah. I say once the thing's uploaded, yeah. You can send everyone else that way.
Just pitching it, OTP's also streaming, but I feel like within the community, so
yeah, so the only stream that is the same length as this one days wise is the All-Star Game stream. Everything else is 8 or 9 days. And we ran 10. So this was bound to be a longer one anyway. Just over the 3-hour mark. A little bit of a longer one here. So yeah. LBG and Hummus are back tomorrow. You're crazy dude. At 6 Eastern this time instead of 7. Oh. Long day.
yeah, man. You had that meeting pop up out of nowhere. How'd that go?
Oh, it took like 20 minutes. So it was a real short meeting. It was a good meeting, but real short compared to what it could have been. Made it home with enough time to sit, say hi to the cat. She yelled at me a bunch, wanted some treats. And I had a light lunch, and then we did this. And now I'm ready for dinner. What am I going to have yet? Maybe like a salami sandwich or something.
Nice. Yeah, I was able to hit the gym after work, started my new job yesterday.
Nice.
So that's been fun. Yeah. It's kind of weird when you you get hired in January, you're working from home, you only go to the office once to get your equipment. And so the second time I ever went to the office was to drop off my equipment. This company is not local for me, but they're fully virtual.
Nice.
Now, I think a lot of companies are. So
yeah, I think a lot more going that way nice. Now, as we've started to realize, like, oh wait, people will still work from home, and they'll still do their jobs, and then we don't have to buy office space. That's cool.
Right, and the way I see it is less money they spend on the office, more money in my. Ideally. That doesn't mean it's true.
Right. Right. No,
but you'd like to think the cost savings they taking from the office, they should pull that in and put it into talent, in my opinion.
Right. I would agree. That would make sense to me. But you never know. Companies are weird. All right, let's see. Let's read through chat here. Can you make me a salami sandwich, says Beaver. No, I only have enough salami for one. We could raid the NHL Network Women's World Championship Final going to overtime. That's cool. You're attending
Me and LBG tomorrow on stream.
Yep, tomorrow 6 p.m. Eastern, so actually an on decent time start. Attending college full-time while working weekends. I've been there. I worked weekdays and weekends while attending college full-time. I definitely am glad I graduated.
A trick to a college job is to have a job on campus where you live on campus.
Yep.
I worked through 2 years of college and volunteered for the third, so like unpaid work for a year. But those 2 years, it was actually pretty nice to be an RA and make money while having the convenience of my own room and being able to go to class right there.
Yeah, that's definitely nice. I
Mm.
worked.
Okay.
I worked in like an office on campus for the 3 years I was able to, which was real cool.
That's pretty awesome. So we both worked for our colleges. We got the special email address where for the employees.
Yep. That was fun because I always consider like, look at this. The college is paying me money, so I could pay them a lot more money.
It's always fun to think about how the world works.
Yeah. I'm just like, can you just take it off my tuition instead? Thanks. Plan on running for student senate, and we'll be trying to get food donations in. Nice. My best friend in college actually did the exact same thing. She set up an entire organization to do food donations and provide food for college students who couldn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of campuses are doing that. We've had one at my college for like since I think they opened it when I was back in between 2010 and 2014. But yeah, it's called Knights Helping Knights at UCF, and it's like they opened it right in like the heart, like a big hustle and bustle part of campus, like in the middle of everything. Just a pantry where anyone can walk in. No one checks anything. You just grab whatever you want off the shelf and you just walk out.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what it
Pretty
was
cool.
for us too. I think it started 2014, 2015. Yeah, she ran that for a couple of years, and that was really cool.
That's awesome. Good for her.
Definitely a thing you should try and set up if you could. It's definitely
for sure.
helpful. Openings in the athletic department. Nice. I've always considered trying to use this talent that I've got, this shoutcasting talent, to do some like college games or high school games or something. So
that'd be awesome.
Would be cool.
I'd tune in.
Yeah, form for students asking.
I don't know if the other 36 viewers would, but I definitely would.
Yeah. No, I think it'd be cool. I don't know if the high school I work at needs a shoutcaster, needs a caster for the games. I could check.
That'd be awesome.
So one of the forums suggested food insecurity. Yeah. No, it's definitely a big thing. It's something that I'll say, like, I don't think a lot of people think about when they start attending higher school like that, because high schools, there's the program that
they serve you food.
Yeah, the free and reduced lunch. You can, your parents can apply for that and you're good to go. When you get to college, that immediately goes away. It's not a lot of thing that people think about unless it's presented to them. Like, oh yeah, there are still people who are barely scraping by that are trying to attend school to better themselves. You probably should deal with that.
Right.
In exchange for salami.
Yeah, it's cool that now that's becoming more popular. Food pantries for college students. It's harmless. You're targeting the right people, your own fellow peers. Yep. Yeah, like you said, probably need it.
Yeah.
The way the way life works, you go to college. Typically, you're fresh out of high school, so yeah, I love that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely cool. If you can get that going at your community college, that'd be fantastic. I know a bunch of people would thank you. You would never hear it. You would never hear about it again. But I know a bunch of people would thank you if you get that set up. It's such a just a good human being thing to do. Didn't quite get it done. That's one of the things. Food pantry on campus. Yeah,
they gotta open it up.
Yeah, it's the donations that really. I mean, it could be present, but if no one knows about it and no one donates, you just got an empty pantry. It's the donations that are huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun story.
Awesome.
So the best friend that was running this, like the year I graduated, my school did the whole like, hey, if you're graduating, you should donate some money. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I answered the phone. I'll do this.
Oh, I've done a little bit.
Yeah, it was like I got guilted into it, and it's whatever.
Yeah, they're good at those jobs. The students who work for the alumni association.
But they're like, oh yeah, here's a bunch of different organizations, and one of them was the food pantry that she was running. I was like, oh, you know what? Put my money straight towards that food pantry. And like the next year, I had mentioned to her like, hey, yeah, you should check. So I donated like $20 to the food pantry. I don't know if you guys got that or not. And she was like, what? we had no clue. I think she eventually asked. They had like $2,000 sitting in just a budget for them somewhere that no one told them about. She was able to
Wow.
put that towards a lot of food for the food pantry, which was awesome.
That's great. Magically finding $2,000 can go a long way.
Oh yeah, imagine just in
A
your
lot of
pocket,
ramen.
$2,000. Be cool.
Yeah, I'd love that.
It'd be a nice down payment to something. Finding college
Yes,
easier
sir.
than high school. Yeah, honestly, I mean, based on how you work and how you live, college could be easier than high school. I mean, it all depends.
Mhm.
You get to set your own schedule. So if you weren't a morning person in high school, you're gonna probably succeed better at college because you can take night classes,
Yep.
things like that. If and then you don't have to take specific classes like a lot. The big one is always math. Like you have to take a specific number of years of math in high school, and usually it's less in college unless you're going into math.
Right. Any kind of STEM. Yeah.
Math at 10, exactly. Math at 10, other than 8 or 9.
I miss college algebra. That was the only math I was allowed to take, and I did really well in SAT. So it was kind of weird coming from high school where I did really well in like SAT math, which isn't like a high level, but I was like one of the top in the country, and then only taking one math class.
Yeah, no, it's definitely weird. Granted, I did a math degree, so I had to take up to like 400 level math classes, which sucked.
Wow.
Hated that so much.
Because it's all letters.
It is, yeah. It's not even like at that point you're literally not even dealing with numbers anymore. You're doing
Right.
straight proofs, and none of it is numbers.
Theories.
It's all alphas and omegas and epsilons and x's and y's, and I hated that class. That was terrible. Don't know why I needed that to teach math, but I did it.
Right. Well, no one can dispute your skills now, though.
It's true.
That's really tough.
Yeah, that was a wild class. I don't know why of our curriculum, but it was. So cool. All right, I think we're on our final uploading bar. Once this hits about, I think like 20%, then we're good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Looking forward to hopping in. Come back, Zach. We should wait for the raid. Don't hop in there yet. Let's try to maximize the numbers so he reacts. I don't think Steel is streaming, or else there would have been kind of a coin flip between the two, because I do follow both. I actually was subbed to Steel for a bit. Let me confirm by searching it up. Yeah, he's not streaming right now. So it looks like it's just Zach from that group.
Nice. There also
people already cheating, hopping over there. Stop. Unless those aren't PBE people. Stop hopping in Zach's stream. Can you wait? Can you have some patience?
Wait for 2 seconds.
We're trying to maximize the raid number.
Wait for like 2 minutes. The stream is almost done. This uploading bar just needs to like zap to 100 and we're good to go. Who drafts Wendy Marvell in the minors draft? Who is Wendy Marvell?
Does minor league, did they do undrafted free agents? Because
I don't know who Wendy Marvell is.
That's where he'd go. That's AJ's new player.
Oh yeah, no, he's getting undrafted then.
Is that his new player? Oh no, it's not, or is it?
Not gonna be part of the statement. Rude. You need 21 points so you get 10,000. All right, then we're cutting stream right now. Can't get any more points. Wow, Enoch coming in here with no one. Oof, Enoch throwing shade. Enoch is like our silent shade thrower. He just sits and watches and stares and then pops in randomly. Oh, he's in. He's in the voice chat.
The Mounties will draft him now. I thought the Swans were going.
Swans.
The Swans aren't going to draft him?
The Beavers was a team.
The Beavers. Okay, AJ. Yeah, like I asked, is there undrafted free agents in the minor leagues? Because I could see you going undrafted.
I don't think there are.
I don't know if there's a rule for that.
You go to waivers, I guess.
Why does Bentley? You spell my name wrong, so the question isn't thrown out, invalidated, ripped up, thrown in the trash. Try again. You lose the game.
That's how you grade math tests. You know what? You spelled it wrong. Sucks to be you. 0 points.
Award you no points. May God have mercy on your soul.
That's how you spell it. Bentley. Yes. That's
lowercase and everything. Yeah.
It's extra credit.
Wait, I thought it was I before E except after C. What the hell?
There's no I's in there.
Why is there E before E?
It's listen. E before E.
Bentley.
Laybent. Yeah, Laybent.
Oh, podcast name Undrafted.
Podcast name Undrafted. That would be kind of cool.
I'd tune in. I'm talking smack like I tune into all these things. I wouldn't at all.
How to upload? There's the button. All right. Apologies for blinding your screens. But here we go. Wait for this to spin. Do the spinning. Spinning. More spinning. It's still spinning.
Light mode.
Sorry, I'm Davey, actually.
Transformed into to your body. 36 viewers. I'll put the raid little notification up for y'all to see.
Yep.
But it's the Halo League that the twins, Tauntley was his name? I know Southpaw, his brothers, they started a Halo League, 4 PBE members on the same team. Those 4 are competing right now. Index is updated. Yep. Dawson Jr. had that crazy game. No, Sarah. You're Sarah, right? Anchovy?
Points. No more points. No more points.
Sorry, you're going to have to tune into me and LBG tomorrow.
Yep.
Let's get that.
There we go.
Raid's going.
Raid. They get relegated to Super Miners.
Superman.
Also known as your podcast.
Damn, totally fried, roasted live on stream. Yucks.
I get one.
AJ, you gotta get him back next time you stream. You gotta roast AU Gold somehow.
With that, we'll go ahead and get that raid going. So there that goes. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Apologies about the length. 10 days takes just a little bit longer than normal. With that, I'm gonna go have a salami sandwich and have a wonderful night. Tune in tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern for LBG, and our man Hummus is back tomorrow evening.
Let's do it. Raid starting now.
Woo!
Of course, AJ was already there.
Of course he was. Cheater.